Good morning. How are we? Please let me know if you can hear me. Hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me. We're going to start off with the Stacey DeMarco's Queen of the Sun Oracle. Oh. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Just need to find my stream. Hello, Max Brats. Can barely hear me. Alrighty, I'll turn it up. Is that better, Max Brats? Good morning. Is that better? Is that better? Let me know. I don't want to make it too loud for the shuffling. Yes, yes. Okay, excellent. Good morning, lovelies. Oh, Rose Quartz. Hello, hello. I just sent you an email, Rose Quartz. Just said I'm going live. Happy New Year. Sydney Observer. Good morning, good morning. Does non-verbal include animals? Yes, absolutely it includes animals. I was, of course, thinking more of people with strokes and that kind of thing. But yes, of course it does. It does include animals because animals are our loved ones. And that's the kind of week that I've had, feeling like I've been drowning. Sorry, I scheduled this for yesterday. I don't know why. I thought I scheduled it for today, but then I didn't. Yeah. Anyway, I'm here. Woohoo! This year is going to be a year of us reforming. Getting in that cocoon and coming out as a butterfly. Good morning. Remember to like if you haven't yet. And I'll pull one more for us for the year. Let's see what's 2025 going to be like for us. Oh, that one jumped. Oh, creation. It's a year for us to be creative, but also for us to remember that we are creations. A year of fertility. And look at that. From creativity to childhood to growing old. Truth. The truth will set you free. You are beautiful. Excellent. Okay. Rose Quartz. Who is the Emperor Trajan? Give me a little more. I will read for you in a second. First up is Bella Luna. Bella Luna. Good morning, my love. Well, it's morning here in Australia. When I schedule my lives, I want to put in the name, you know, what it is. Maybe I'll just do number 1, number 2, number 3, so that you'll know if it's an old or a new live. Bella Luna. Sorry that your husband is departed, Bella. Let's see. First message from your husband, Bella Luna. I am free to make my wishes come true. This is he's supporting you in your dreams, as in your dreams, as in your goals, what it is that you want for your life. He wants you to be free from grief that holds you back. He wants you to know that he's with you every step of the way, and he can't wait for you to be soaring, soaring as in flying high, gliding. Wishing tree. My wishes grow big like a tree. Look at that. He wants your deepest wishes to come true. Interesting. And magic is everywhere. So he's helping you with your goals and your dreams, and he definitely wants your life to be filled with love. So let's see, what else does Bella's departed husband say? Oh, it's such a beautiful energy of somebody who only wants the best for you. Wow. And he's there with you. He's there to see your wishes grow into fruition. Wow. Let's see. Bella. Oh, he wants your life to be filled with joy. These wishes here in the aeroplanes, that's just joy, lightness, ease, levity, fun, creation. He's proud of the life that you're creating for yourself. And remember, the cards may have meanings for you that I don't pick up because you know more of a context. Oh, and again, this is going from young to older to very old. He sees you having a long, old, fulfilled life with faithful companions by your side. I don't know if you see the dog down the bottom there. He's just so proud of you. I don't know if you are a mother or if you guide younger people in some way, in some aspects in your life, younger members of your family. Yeah, he wishes he was still here with you. He wishes he was still here with you, but in the physical form. But remember, he is always with you, no matter what. He's always with you, no matter what. Wow, Bella Luna. He's watching over you, supporting you, and protecting you always. Beautiful, beautiful message. Wow. I love that energy. It's a love of, where you only wish people the very best. It's that kind of love. Totally unselfish. Just very kind, very giving. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for being here, Bella, and for asking your question. Mags Brat, wondering about my husband. Let's see, Mags Brat, your husband. Mags Brat's husband. Mags Brat's husband. Oh, Crown. He thinks that you're the queen of the universe. Oh dear. You're his princess and always will be. Painting with magic. You don't have to know, it says, I don't have to know everything all the time. You don't have to know the outcome of how things are going to go. Just know that he's always with you, supporting you. And as you move forward, as you take action in your life, magic will happen. Things will flow, and you'll be wondering, gee, how did that happen? Because you're a master manifester, and he's always with you. Oh, the faithful companion always by your side. Mags Brat, that's beautiful. Let's see what these ones have. Mags Brat's husband. Mags Brat's husband. Let's see. Fertility. It's something here to do with creativity. See, there's the paintbrush. Painting with magic, creating your life. I don't know if it's actually being creative, as in actually physically doing paintings, creating, being artistic, or if it's just by the love that you share in the world. Oh, and he thinks you're the most beautiful thing in the universe. So again, very much like this energy where he thinks you're his princess. Let me see, what else? What else for Mags Brat? What else for Mags Brat? Ideas. He's bringing you new and interesting ideas. And don't dismiss these ideas if you think, oh, I could never do that, or whatever it is. He's putting ideas in your mind, and he wants you to take action. And you will be successful. You will be successful in whatever you turn your hand to. And you've already been successful. He's so proud of your accomplishments. But there's new beginnings. So be open to new ideas, new things. He's with you. He's guiding you. He's putting ideas in your mind, in your heart. And he's always with you. Wow. What beautiful energies to start off this beautiful reading. How is everybody, and how are your New Year's going so far? I know we're not very far into it. I've had a tricky time with my mother-in-law, you all know. She had a stroke just before Christmas. She's been in the hospital 2 weeks now, and she's going to be in for another 4 weeks. She's in the rehab part of the hospital now. She's out of danger. But we went and we sat in with her speech pathologist yesterday, and it was really, really sad to see. You know, she used to be an English teacher, and they were showing her some cards with pictures on them, and it was very strangely a boy washing a girl or a girl washing a boy. I don't know, it's a weird image that they had, and so she had to work out which was which, and she really struggled. And then she could get that, but then when it said the boy is being washed by the girl, she could not comprehend that. And so, although we've been able to talk with her and communicate with her, we thought we were communicating with her. Her understanding of what we're saying might be more limited than what we realized. So that was very sad to see. And then my mum came with us, and on New Year's Eve my mum turned 87, and so of course on the way back she was saying, oh, I'm the oldest in the family now. She's the oldest in the family now, and she just wonders how much more time she's got left. And then we had a beautiful discussion, actually, and anybody who is elderly, I recommend you have this discussion with your family, or if you have elderly people in your family, because, I mean, my mom's 87. The truth is, she's not going to be with us forever. And so the discussion that I had with my mum was, is there anything that basically that's on your bucket list? Anything you still want to do in your life that you haven't done yet, that you would like to still do? Or anything that you have that you have done that you would like to do again. And interestingly, she said, oh, I'd love to go on another cruise. So yeah, we're going to arrange that. My mum and I are going to go on a cruise. We don't go with my husband because he gets terribly seasick. We might take Griffin, my youngest. Griffin's never been on a cruise, and he's always been very keen to go, so we might take Griffin on the cruise. Mum and I just love cruises. Is there anybody here who's been on a cruise, who would love to go on a cruise? But yeah, so have the conversation with your elderly family members. Is there anything more you want to do in your life? Anything? Oh, and while we were discussing that, I said to her, I always felt so bad because I know my dad, when he was in the hospice, or before he passed away, he had always said that he wanted to go for a hot air balloon ride, and I feel like I should have taken him. And then my mum said to me, oh, no, there was our very close friend who's also a pastor, visited my dad often, and he offered to take my dad for the balloon ride, and my dad at that time said he didn't want to go because he felt it would be too much for him physically. So I'm glad that at least he had that offer. So this is a card for all of us. Discernment. See the truth of the situation. Use common sense and do not be fooled. Pay attention. Your intuition knows. Okay. So anyway, I've told my mum just to be thinking over the next weeks and days if there's anything else in her life that she wants to do or that she's left undone. See, there's the desire. Anything else? Because even if she lives, another 10 years, she's got less time left now than what she's lived. We know that's just as difficult as it is to have that discussion. That's just the truth of it. you know. And also to be able to do things with her now because she's got her health. We've just seen with my mother-in-law, June, she would never be able to go on a cruise now. She would never be able to, well, I wouldn't say never, but she's going to take some rehab, and yeah, she's not healthy now. I mean, she might get more healthy, but they don't think she's going to be back to where she was before the stroke. Anyway, so just, yeah, we're using it as a learning. And there's me and my mother. Look at that. Mum and me going off on a cruise. Okay, enough blabbing. Let me see what other questions we've got. Rose Quartz asked about, is there a link between my father and Emperor Trojan? Rose Quartz, did you say who's Emperor Trojan? Who's Emperor Trojan? Hello, Silvermoon. How are you, my lovely? Oh, so I've got to have to look this up. Trojan can be thought of as the snifferoo of Roman emperors. He was the emperor in the year 53 and he died in 117. He is remembered as the second of the 5 good emperors. He was a philanthropic ruler and a successful soldier emperor who presided over one of the greatest military expansions in Roman history. He was given the title of Optimus, the best. Okay. Let's see. So Rose Quartz's question was, is there a link between my father and the Emperor Trojan? I had a very strange dream the other day. Okay. Let's do the Time Traveler's Oracle. Seeing as we're asking about time, going back in time. Whoa! Sorry, a whole bunch just really, they flew out. Let's see what flew out. Leadership. Leadership. So although he was a Roman emperor, we're talking about pharaohs, leadership, so it could be transcending. Let's see. Let's see. Rose Quartz's dad and Emperor Trojan. Whoa, more jumped out. Rose Quartz, your father has a lot to say. We'll have to pull some cards. Well, these all jumped out. So I'm getting that your father may have been not only, I don't know about the Trojan part yet, but I can tell you that he was definitely had something to do with Egypt, and he may have been a pharaoh in Egypt. Oh, look at that. Abundance, very much of a Roman-looking building there. Parties, exuberance, patience, reflection. Okay, so the only card I'm getting here linking him with Trojan is that one. Let me see. Whoa, good Lord. Your dad is ripping the cards out. Planning. Oh. I know that's Greek and not Roman, but it's close enough to Roman. And communication. He wanted to communicate with you. And I think this is him, the emperor, covering his naughty bits. Did your dad have a naughty sense of humor? Wow, he is so full of life. He is so full of life. So I'm getting yes. He may have been the Emperor of Trojan in a past life. If not the Emperor, certainly somebody very close to him. And not only that, but he was, which all of his lives, he's had quite a few. He's just lived a life of exuberance, planning up at Machu Picchu with the Incas. Wow. Oh, I don't know where this is going. Rose quartz. I don't know where this is going. Good Lord. There's Greece again. And I know it's not Roman, but it's very Romanesque. And there's another statue in the background. Yeah, so if he wasn't the emperor, he was definitely in the emperor's court. Very close to the emperor, but I'm getting that very the kind of emperor and pharaoh energy around him. And I'm getting really, it doesn't matter which one he was, it's the energy. Oh, trust. He's definitely led countries and civilizations through difficult times, through rough waters. Wow. Wow. Masai energy, life force energy. There you've got the healing card, and there you've got the miracles card, and there you've got the grounded card. So I'm getting that in some of his lives, he was either an emperor, pharaoh, or very close into that energy, a very trusted advisor. He brought about miracles and healings, and he may even have been a spiritual advisor in some of his times, but he was also very grounded. And then in other lifetimes, he's just lived just for the joy of living. He's very exuberant, as that card said. Higher consciousness. Oh, wow. Purification, vitality, courage. Man, your dad is, he's indomitable. How do you say that? Indomitable. Just, you know, one of those spirits who you can't keep down. He's just, wow. Rose quartz, you may have to go back and watch all of these, watch this again and have a look at all those cards, because he just came out fast and furious. Vast vistas. He's a very adventurous spirit. Very adventurous spirit. Happiness. And there's another temple. He's a very spiritual man while on earth, in most of his lifetimes. He might not have shown it in all of his lifetimes, and sometimes the spiritual side of him was very quiet and almost hidden, and sometimes it was really exuberant. Wow. Wow. Let me just have a little break from this energy, and then I'll just want to see. Rose quartz says, you absolutely nailed Dad. Thank you. He's crazy. He's all over. He's jumping up. He's jumping out. Oh. I get the sense that he might be a bit of a practical joker. He might be very, very lively, like popcorn. There's one more for you, Rose quartz, that he just wanted you to. This is a message. Oh, just a personal message for you. I think all this other stuff was just so that you could know that I had the right energy. And then this is kind of a bit more serious. It's like, oh, he's always with you. He's always, yeah, he misses you, misses being with you in the flesh, but journey. A journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. And so this to me is, he is guiding you to a higher place, stepping up what it is you're doing in your life. Wish your dreams are coming true. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. So he's encouraging you. You're on a bit of a path to, in some aspects of your life, where you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And look at that, transformation. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes in your and enrich your life. Become the person you want to be. Key. New beginnings and new directions. New in the journey. New directions. New beginnings. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you just believe. And so this might be to do with a project that you've been doing that has been stalling maybe, or not quite going in the right direction. What he's saying is, don't lose faith, don't lose hope. You've taken it in one direction, it hasn't quite worked the way you want it to work. Take it in another direction. You are right to keep pursuing it. And there he is, the cracker with that energy that he showed me before when he was throwing all the cards, literally throwing them out of my hands. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune awaits. And look at that. Goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So this might be about financial outcomes, but it's more than financial outcomes. It's something that's very personal to you. Wow. Rose Quartz's dad. Hello. What's his name? Rose Quartz. He's such a beautiful spirit. He's the most energetic spirit I have ever come across. Wow. Whew. Goodness. Certainly lively. Wow. And yes, that visit in your dream, that was him actually visiting you in your dream. Yeah. He's also saying take creative cues. Something about your dreams might spark some creative journey within you. Something in your dreams. Use what he gives you in your dreams in your creative endeavors. That's it. Use what he gives you in your dreams in your creative endeavors. Wow. Oh, Rose Quartz, thank you so much for the lovely super chat. I just saw that now when I've looked up from the reading. That's very kind of you. Yeah, what a great man. What a great man. You know, when I pass away, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to meet all of these people who I've read. And, you know, some of them are meek and quiet and some of them are just exciting and wonderful. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting your dad, Rose Quartz. Let me know his name. I'd love to know his name. And people say, oh, what about reincarnation? What if he reincarnates? Well, of course he can. But the spirit, part of the spirit remains in the spirit realm, even when we reincarnate. So if he's reincarnated, when you pass away, you will still get to meet his spirit. Okay? So like I think often of my dad. I will meet his spirit even if he is reincarnated. I don't know why boundaries flew out there. Okay. Maybe it's that card is telling me to move on. What a fun spirit. Sydney Observer. Let me just ask Rose Quartz's dad to step aside because he's very, very energetic here. Rose Quartz says, thank you for being you. He would have loved to meet you. Papa loved everyone. Ah. I'm getting for you, Rose Quartz, not Papa loved everyone. It's in the present tense. Papa loves everyone. Look at that. His greatest wish is just to see people transform and grow into the fullness of their potential. Stability. He will always be with you. He will always be that rock that you can call on. And I'm getting the feeling, actually, Rose Quartz, not to be too personal here, but I'm getting the feeling that he's going to add himself to my group of guides, to the group of guides that guide me. I have a group of guides who I call Celeste, which basically means from the heavens. And these are angels, ascended masters, spirits, and ancestors and people who have passed on. And I'm just getting a feeling that Papa's going to be guiding me too. He's going to add himself into my group. But because of the nature of spirit, he can be with you and guiding you, and he can be with my group and guiding me as well. And Celeste is a group of people, or spirits, who guide me, angels who guide me, for my greatest good and the greatest good of all. So if any of you are praying for guidance, you can always pray. And if you don't know who to pray to, you know, you can pray to God, you can pray to the angels, you can pray to the universe, you can pray to whoever you want. But for me, Celeste is a shorthand way of saying for the guides to step forward, those who can best serve the needs at that moment for my greatest good and the greatest good of all. And I'm getting such a strong tingling sensation in my head, just like on my scalp. It's a very much of a confirmation. Oh, he's such an energetic man. Wow. Yeah. He just wants you to know that he loves you. Present tense. Loves, not loved. Loves and always will. What a character. What a character. Okay. Whew. I just got to take a breath. Oh, here's my bottle of water. Let me have a sip of water. Put a card up for everybody. Unicorns. Oh, wow. And for those of you that were waiting for me yesterday, I'm sorry, I just got mixed up with the days. Let me just see. Oh, rose quartz. Rose quartz says, it's up to Papa to decide about being my guide, and I can't think of a better person to guide than you. Oh, Rose Quartz, you're so kind. Oh, his energy and his life force will always live on through you. Remember that. You do him proud by just being you, because part of him always will live on through you. Wow. Whew. Sydney Morning Observer has a question. I lost my dog Hamish. Oh no. Nearly 2 years ago. Unlike my other dogs, he has not come back to visit. Is he happy? I feel so much guilt that maybe I didn't do enough for him. Oh, Sydney Observer. Oh. Firstly, I'm sorry that you lost him. I know how hard that is. And let's see what's going on. I think he wants this. He wants this deck. I find animals often able to come through with this deck more. Let's see. Hamish. 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 Dance the rainbow. I love to have beauty in my life. Rainbow, rainbow bridge, connection to the other side. I'm just getting that he might be just so much at peace that he's busy playing. Be an animal. I share my world with animals, which have all kinds of strengths. So there's very much an animal card. So I think we've definitely got Hamish here. And this card for you is about, it says flying broom. I can let go of my mistakes. If you made any mistakes with him, and he doesn't say that you did, but if you think you did, he's swept that all away. It doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. He wants you to know that you are enough. So let's ask Hamish, why didn't you come back to visit? Hamish. So here, there's absolutely, don't be guilty at all. He's across the other side. I get almost that he's just, you know how dogs get when they run around and they're smelling different things and they're playing and that's the impression that I get. He's just having fun. I'm free to make my wishes come true. Let's see, Hamish, why have you not come back to visit? Obviously, Sydney would love a visit from you. Why haven't you come back? Shield of crystals. I am loved and I am protected. And look at that heart pillow over the heart. Maybe he's just busy. Or getting busy having fun, but also he feels that his job is to protect you. And so that's what he's doing, and he can protect you without showing himself. I'm flowing with the seasons. This has come back in... this has been at the bottom of the deck a couple of times, and I didn't think it was relevant, so I just kept shuffling, and it's come back. This is the third time it's come to the bottom of the deck, so this must mean something. Flowing with the seasons. My voice is heard in the world. Ho, 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 ho. He's saying he is back. He's back. He's showing himself to you today. Magic circle again. It's all about protecting you. Oh. He's saying he might be coming back to you, but in a way that's different from the way that your other dogs did. And he's definitely with you here today. And he's definitely with me here today. And I'm getting almost that you can rely on expanding your spiritual experiences, where he might be coming to you in a way very different from how your other dogs have come to you. So he might be being a little more cryptic. My voice is heard in the world. Just pay attention in the next week or so to songs that you hear on the radio, or that come up in your playlist, messages that you get. I'm getting very much verbal messages that you get, words that you hear other people speak. Yeah, his communication with you is on a totally different level, and no, there's no reason to feel guilt, and this one has come up on the bottom twice now as well, the beginning of something exciting. He loved his time with you, and I'm just getting you helped him grow, and this very first, he's just so free. He's absolutely so free, and he loves you more than you can know, and it's almost as though you've released him from pain, you've released him from burdens. I'm not sure what it was, but it was like magic. You helped provide him with a magical transformation. I don't know. I don't know. More than that, he's just saying he's always with you. He's always with you. Just revealing himself in a different way. All right, Hamish. What else? There's something special about him, and he's basically saying, well, I wouldn't come to you in the same way as the others did, because I'm different from the others. I'm getting almost that he feels that his bond with you is more special, closer, and the very last thing he wants you to feel is guilt. This is just the absolute beauty and freedom. Beginnings, new beginnings. You gave him a new start, new beginnings, shedding of a skin, releasing from pain. And the snake here is not a bad omen. It's a good omen. It's like the egg. It's a new beginning, a new start. I don't know if that's from him being in a different incarnation, or I don't know how long you had him, or renewal, healing, rest, rhythm, renew, beginnings, renew. Yeah, I'm just getting very strongly here that you helped him develop in a way he could never have developed with anybody else, and it's just, to him, it's just so obvious that he didn't need to do more, and he just thinks you should already know that he's with you always. Peaceful. You brought him peace and tranquility. Peace and tranquility. Look at that. You were his soft place to fall. Yeah, and I'm getting the messages that he wanted to bring to you might be deeper or different from the visitation you've had from others. And that's why he wanted you to dig deeper to receive this message. But no, there's absolutely nothing to be guilty for. In fact, quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. So, Sydney Observer, what a beautiful message. What a beautiful message. Yeah, quite the opposite. So I'm not sure why you felt you needed to, why you felt you might be guilty, or what more you needed to do, but absolutely not. He felt as though you were a miracle in his life, and you still are. And it's almost as though he's not quite aware that he's dead. He's so naturally with you that he doesn't see a distinction between the spirit world and the normal world. So I don't know if the others came to you in dreams, or if you physically saw them, or how that appeared. But for him, he's just always with you. He's just always with you. And he's with you now like he was when he was in life, and you wouldn't make a big deal of the dog being with you when he was alive, so he didn't feel the need to do anything extra special, because he's just bonded with you and he's part of you always. I hope that makes sense to you, Sydney Observer. Very, very amazing creature. Thank you for that question. That was beautiful. Sassis Girl, hello, good morning. Rainmits MTZ, Rain MTZ. Hello, do I have word back from my brother Joey Martinez, born September 9, 1980. He passed away unexpectedly in 2007. Happy New Year. May New Year be blessed with happiness. I always have you on notification. Always look forward to your voice and to your meetings, even if it's not for me. Others are very interesting. Oh, thank you very much, Rain. Thank you very much. Let me see. Joey. Any messages for Rain? Just getting called to get this other deck. I'm so sorry, Rain, that you lost your brother at such a young age. That's terrible. And it's a good reminder to the rest of us just to make sure that we appreciate those we have while we have them. Joey, message from Joey. Realignment. Feel the flow, the ebb and flow in your life. Ignite and release your potential. Okay, Joey, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Oh, okay, he's saying the Time Traveler deck. Okay. Joey. These jumped out, so let's see what they say. Focus. Purification. Grounded. Now, I can hear my mum. She's about to bring me a cup of coffee. So I'm just going to let those cards sit with you for a second. Oh, that coffee smells delicious.
Hi, darling.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning, my pet.
Thank you so much. Joey. I'm not sure what the focus card is. I don't know if that's meditation. Purification is about letting go of letting go of the part of grief that holds you back. Acknowledging, maybe this is what the focus is, acknowledging grief, acknowledging upset, acknowledging fear, acknowledging anger relating to his passing, and then understanding that he is in a place of no suffering, no pain, and for you to be grounded. Remember that he's always with you, but also for you to be not live in the past. Okay, Joey, what else? Just getting that he's kind of struggling a little bit to come through. It's okay, Joey. We've got enough time. Joey. Just going to slow down a little. Joey. Message from Joey for rain. Just slowing down. Boundaries. I don't know if that's Joey needed boundaries or he's concerned that you need to have boundaries. He wants you to be safe. Whatever happened to him, he doesn't want it to happen to you. Recovery. He's concerned about not only you but others in the family recovering from his passing. Recovering in the sense of he knows he'll always be with you and what happened will always be with you. But he's hoping that it will make you stronger. Reciprocity. He is always with you. It's almost like a twin kind of energy here. He feels that he lives on through you. This is such a different energy from Rose Quartz's dad. This is it's very slow, very tentative. Almost shy, almost like he doesn't want to bother me. It's okay, Joey. It's okay. Invite you in. He doesn't want to set back your healing and recovery from your grief by appearing to you now. Focus. There's another focus. It's almost as though he doesn't want his death and the way that he passed to be the focus of your life, your family's life. Focus. Remember how he lived, not how he died. This is his spirit that's absolutely free. Free from harm, free from stress, free from pain, free from suffering. And he hopes that you're as gracious with yourself. See the word grace? He wants you to live in grace, in that state of peace, in that state of knowing. Not only hoping, but knowing that you will be reunited when the time comes. That you are a very powerful person. He will always be with you. He will always illuminate the way for you. He's very much there's another very okay. Tell me about these two. He's encouraging you to move forward. He's encouraging you to take action in your life. To let his passing be part of your strength, be part of your growth, be part of how you live your life. His life was cut short. He doesn't want you to live in that moment, in the past. He doesn't want your life to stop when his did. Direction. Direction. If you don't know where to go in your life, he's always with you. You can always ask him for direction. And remember that he is now at peace. And he is your soft place to fall. And boy, now he is gathering momentum. And he wants these next cards. Hurry up. Okay, hurry up. Don't be stuck. Don't be stuck. Don't be stuck. Expansion. Grow. Expand your horizons. The truth will set you free. You are an amazing, amazing person. Light. The light is always with you. He is an angel now, and he will always guide your steps. Oh, now he's getting warmed up. Now he's getting warmed up. Okay. Okay, Charlie. Okay, Charlie. Wow. He wants you to be flexible in moving forward. He wants you to learn to communicate, and he wants you to transform your life, transform your beliefs, transform your energy, and understand losing him when you did was sad, and it was difficult, and it was traumatic, and it will always be part of you, but he will always be part of you too. He will walk with you. He will travel your path with you. Now he's urgent. Planning. I don't know. Some people say that the soul plans their journey before it gets here, and they know how long they're going to be on Earth. 30, he knew he wouldn't see it until his 30th birthday. He wouldn't be here for his 30th birthday. It was part of his soul plan. I don't know. I'm not sure that I believe that, but anyway, that's the message that's coming through. Trust yourself to be able to make it through difficult times. Haha, playfulness. He wants you to have fun. He wants you to have fun. He wants you to enjoy your life. He wants you to enjoy the aspects of life that he didn't get a chance to enjoy. Joey. Okay, so there's something very urgent about these cards here. He came through very quickly about he is still your light. You need to be flexible. You need to communicate. You need to trust yourself to be able to make it through difficult times. Planning, I don't know if that's you need to plan for your future. I'm not sure. And he just wants you to have fun. He wants you to have fun. He wants you to have joy. And by all means, think about him when you're doing family events or when you're planning family events. And you can joke with him still. He's still got his sense of humor. So you can say whatever kind of jokes you used to joke with him when he was here in physical form, you can still joke with him now that he's gone. So the other day, I'll give you an example. Something happened. Our lights flickered off for a few seconds, and then flickered back on. And I just said, "Oh, yes, thanks, Dad." And everybody in the room burst out laughing because, you know, my dad is deceased. So I took it like he was playing a joke on us. And everybody burst out laughing. And that joyfulness, that playfulness, it's not irreverence. It's not being disrespectful. It's including them in part of the family thing. Love. Your brother has complete and total love. Be free from all that holds you back. Don't let his passing and the circumstances of his passing hold you back. I told you that before. Joy. Embrace the blessings of life. So what can you learn from his passing? What can you do in your life that is more meaningful? And open your heart to peace. Open your heart to peace. Wow. Wow. Joey. What a beautiful spirit. What a beautiful spirit. I'm expecting that when I pass away, all of these spirits that I've communicated with are going to be there waiting for me. Oh, they're all so beautiful. Rain, thank you so much for asking the question. Yeah, he was a little slow to come forward to start with. And I think that was because he really doesn't want you to be, he does not want you to be stuck at the time of his passing or in the circumstances of his passing. He really, he wants you to be living your life to the full, but letting you know that he will always, part of him will live on through you, if that makes sense. And don't feel guilty if you've got joy and happiness and exuberance in your life. It doesn't mean you love him any less. If you joke with him, it doesn't mean that you're over the grief. It doesn't mean you've forgotten him. Yeah, he was very reluctant because he's worried that you will be stuck in that moment, and he didn't want you to know that. But then once he saw that it was okay, and I think he saw that your heart was receiving the messages in the way that he intended, then he became very sort of animated and quick energy and exuberance, and he really, really wanted to get the message to you, that he wants you to have the best life you can, and remember his life and not so much his death is really the main message. Wow. Rain, wow. Beautiful, beautiful. And that is the end of the message from Joey, but do come back on another day and ask for another message, all right? Now that he's connected, he'll be happy to talk to you again. You don't need to do it every week, but you can do it sometime. Oh, Sydney Observer, thank you so much. Look at that, beautiful super chat. And for those of you who don't like to do super chats, my PayPal link is in my About page on my YouTube. Or you can just click onto my Linktree link, which is in my description of every video. Wow, rain. What a beautiful, beautiful message. I'm just going to flick forward and see if Rain has had any comments while I was reading. I hope Rain is still here too. Rain says, yes, we miss him a lot. I have his niece and nephew that we stay in frequent communication with. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Rain. Alrighty. So if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. We'd love to have people here. New or old. I'm not calling you old. Just type your message, your question into the messages, into the chat, and I will get to you when I get to you. The sooner you type your question in, the more likely you are to get your question answered. And if I don't get to your question, come back and ask on another day. Alrighty, so I'm going through the chat from where I left off. Mags Brad said, oh my god, thank you. Oh, absolute pleasure, Mags Brad. Thank you for being here. Sassy's Girl, I was wondering if there was a message from my paternal grandfather who passed before I was born. Thank you for your gifts and time. Sassy's Girl, paternal grandfather. Let's see. Sassy's Girl, paternal grandfather. Paternal grandfather. Activation. Ooh. Ooh. What does that mean? Oh, he wants you to be happy. He wants you to be happy. Oh, and he wants you to have a breakthrough. So I'm getting that, Sassy's Girl, that he's always with you. He's always with you. Even though you didn't meet him in person here, he's very much part of your life. What else? And he helps you with your intuition. Oh my lord. He's just he's just jumped out a whole lot of cards. He's like, I can speak for myself, thank you. Invictus life. He wants you to have a happy, sun-filled life. He wants you to have a happy, victorious life. And he is very, very proud of you. He wants you to have your heart's desire. And he wants you to know your heart's purpose. Your life's purpose. And your life's purpose is to bring beauty to this world. To bring beauty to this world. And also to bring peace. So this resting card is one of peace. So to have a life of balance. And then also a life of grace. That's a life where you're not judgmental of others, where you have a spirit of peace, where you have a spirit of acceptance, where you have a spirit of being kind not only to others but also to yourself. And if you have a stubborn streak, it's definitely from him. It's definitely from him. What else? Sassy girl. Power. You are a powerful woman. Never forget that. You have the power to create your own life, and call on him if you need to feel a little extra strength in your life. Sassy girl. Wow. And he knew you before you were born. He knew you before you were born. Never forget that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And this happiness is, he wants you to be happy, but you provide him with great happiness too. Almost like the apple of his eye. I'm getting that sense. Beautiful. Magsbrat said, I just prayed for you and your family. Oh, thank you, Magsbrat. You're so lovely. Good morning, Rose. How are you? Morning tea, Silver Tea Room. Silver Moon Tea Room says, my friend and extended family member Gina improved the lives of 250 people with her donations when she passed in 2023. I think she is trying to get my attention. What does she want me to know? Gina. Gina for Silver Moon. What a beautiful, kind person. Improving the lives of 250 people. Oh, shame. So she's only newly passed in 2023. Let me just take a breath. Gina. Gina for Silver Moon. Gina for Silver Moon. Gina for Silver Moon. Be an animal. I share my world with the animals, which have all kinds of strengths. Very feline energy, very cat-like energy. And I'm getting here that you have a cat that can sense Gina's energy. So if you see your kitty cat looking off into the distance strangely, or being extra affectionate, or just watch your cat, because Gina is around and your cat can sense her. I'm grateful and I am blessed. Yeah, Silver Moon, she's saying that she was grateful and blessed to have you in her life. And you say that you blessed all those people. She says, they blessed me. They blessed me. They were a blessing in my life. And now this is a deck of cards that I've had for a while. It's called a Ask an Angel card. And I haven't actually read with them. I don't know why. This is the first time I'm reading with them, Silver Moon. But I got them out today, and I think Gina wants me to pull a card for you from this deck. So let's see. Battle. Battle. If you are having a battle, goodness, dark night of the soul, are you struggling, Silver Moon Tea Room? If things are difficult in your life, know that she is always there. Gina is always with you. Passion. She loves you. She's always there, and she will always be there. Wow. And she will come to you in creative ways. Interesting. Interesting. Completion. Something difficult is about to end in your life. Something difficult is about to end in your life. And she wants to bring you hope. And she wants to bring you healing. Wow. Wow. And these two next cards are coming. Conflict resolution and divine justice. Gina is helping you resolve some kind of a conflict, some kind of a dark night of the soul, some kind of a something. Justice. Justice. Justice will be served. Okay, you will know what all of this is. Just trust that she's with you. Just trust that she's with you. Wow. Let's see if there's anything else. Gina. Alchemy. So alchemy is, you know how they used to allegedly turn base metals into gold. It's basically she can turn a situation that appears impossible into victory. She is helping you turn what looks like a very difficult conflict or a very difficult situation into something that you will finally realize is a blessing. Wow. Pilgrimage. She wants you to know this. You are on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose the path. And so she's saying you have free will to help with this finding justice, conflict resolution journey. Pilgrimage and journey. My goodness. Focus on how far you have come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. Okay. So you're on a journey, and the struggles that you are having is part of your soul journey. Only you can choose the way that you will let yourself feel about it, and there will be help. You're not on this path alone. You will find help in unexpected places. Well, there we go, to Silver Moon from Gina. Get a very strong sense of justice around her, a sense of, yeah, that very much that wanting to help people. There we go, Silver Moon. I hope that all makes sense to you. Gina's prayer card fell onto your cat twice. Yes, that is definitely Gina saying, hello, 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 I'm here. Listen, ask her about me. Oh, goodness. She's a real card. I'm getting, she's got a sense of humor. A real card is what I'm getting, and then you tell me about her prayer card falling. Oh. Okay, Aussie Adventures with Rose says, I've never been on a cruise. Have had an aversion to them, but I've been feeling the call to go on one soon. Oh, who else has been on a cruise? I've been on cruises with my mum, and they're just so amazing. Everything is done for you. They make your bed every day. They straighten up your room. They bring you fresh towels. There's restaurants. You can choose which kind of restaurant you want to eat in. You can eat almost any time of the day or night. Everything's included. It's much cheaper than staying in just a hotel because the food's included. Oh, love cruising. Yep. Rose, I was asking myself this morning in my meditation, I will show you without a word of lie. And I wondered if I needed to share this with anybody. So maybe it's you that I need to share this with. Because this could help you and it could help others. So I do auto writing when I meditate. Sorry, it's a bit messy. There was something that your comment just there was something that your comment just triggered. Something about regret. Resisting. I was talking about resisting. Sorry people, this is just, there's something in here about that Rose's question or Rose's comment has triggered. It was such an important thing. Where are you? Okay, help me find the comment I'm looking for if it's meant to come through. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Something about there was something about, are there things that you would regret doing? Are there things that you would regret not doing? If you got to the end of your life, would you regret not having gone on a cruise? I don't know. I can't find it. But the song came to me, you know, there's that song that says, I fall down, I get up again, and nothing going to keep me down. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Okay, so the message, I'll give you the summary of the message that came through, Rose, was, is there anything that you're going to get to the end of your life and regret not doing? And that's the conversation that I had with my mom. If you get to the stage where you're hospital bound or you're bed bound, is there anything that you're going to regret that you didn't do? Tell me now, and we can do it now while you're still well. And so, would you regret not having gone on a cruise? I think I would regret not having gone on another cruise with my mom, so yeah. Okay. Janita, good morning. Hello, hello. Sydney Observer says, I'm sorry to hear about your mother-in-law. Hope she makes a comfortable recovery. Happy birthday to your mum. What a milestone. Yes, so my mum turned 87 and my mother-in-law landed up in hospital 2 weeks ago with a stroke, and she's going to be there for another 4 weeks. But you know what? We are so blessed to be in Australia. If we were back in South Africa, we would not get this kind of care. In Australia, you have a stroke, you call the ambulance, they come, they take you to hospital, and everything is paid for. She is in a room with only one other person. She's getting speech therapy twice a day. She's getting physiotherapy twice a day. She's getting psychologists to see her. She's getting all of this help, the scans, the everything. Not 1 single cent charge. Not 1 single cent charge. So, we really need to appreciate what we have. Okay. Dark Angel Deb. Good morning, Dark Angel Deb. How are you, Dark Angel Deb? I'm going through the comments as they were typed in, and if you have questions, you want me to do your reading for you, put it in, because when I get too tired, I'm going to stop. So, Irene Del Rio, good morning. How are you? Thank you again to those who've done the super chats. Another way to contribute to me is just go back and watch some of my old videos and go and comment on them and hit the like button. That really helps my channel out. Irene, is there anyone from my departed family members who would want to relate a message to me? Let's see, Irene. Possibility? Possibly. An elderly gentleman, oh my word, who's saying focus on being thankful. You will recognize him as a person with a very orderly kind of person. Take action. I don't know if he was action oriented or if he wants you to take action. He wants you to be prepared. Remember, life goes round in cycles. What goes round comes round. Life has its ups, life has its downs. I'm getting very much a masculine energy here, which is just giving you some guidance to prepare for the future. Oh, and here he is again. If you need help or guidance, or you want illumination, it says, you want to understand the situation better, just ask. You can ask God, you can ask the angels, you can ask the universe, you can ask him, you can ask anybody. The person, the spirit with the highest answer for your highest good will always come through. Ideas, don't ignore the ideas that you have, and passion. This passion's not necessarily a romantic passion, but it's somebody who loves you very, very much. So I'm getting you are so very loved, is what I'm getting. You are so very loved, and you always will be. It may be a romantic love, but it may not be a romantic love. It can be just a non-romantic love. Wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. Lucky times are ahead, along with good news, success, and prosperity. Wow. So there you go. Oh. Irene, I hope you recognize that person. They're just a little concerned about you needing to prepare for the future. I'm not sure what that's about. But anyway, Susie Q asks, why did my father do what he did in regards to his last wishes? Born 6/11/31, died 3/31/17. Why? Susie Q wants to know why, Father, why? Why did you do that in relation to your last wishes? Why? Let's see what the cards say. Why? Susie Q wants to know. Oh, truth? Unmasking the truth? Or it might be the truth behind something doesn't really matter. The reason behind something doesn't matter. He wanted success for someone. Difficult to know more without, difficult for me to interpret without knowing more of the context. Illumination. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we don't get the understanding behind it. Unexpected. Something unexpected happened, and he believed that whoever this unexpected thing happened to had the resilience and could cope with it, and he's very proud of their accomplishments or your accomplishments. What else? Susie Q's dad. Flexibility. There was something about a lesson in flexibility, a lesson in dealing with something unexpected. You can only plan so much, but then after that, we need to be flexible. We need to be able to go with the flow. Higher consciousness. Often, when things are sent to test us, it's to remind us to turn to a higher power, to turn to God, to ask for spiritual guidance. Ask for spiritual guidance, but also stay grounded. And have the courage to weather the storms and to expand, spiritually. Truth. Didn't we have truth before? Truth. There's something about truth. Wow. And look at this, Susie Q. This card is 21. And this card is 42. Double. So I don't know what those numbers mean. I know that a 4 in angel numbers is calling for help. I really must print out my angel cards that I created. Truth. Let's see what this Ava truth. Aya, not Ava. Honesty and transparency are necessary for success. Choose the ethical pathway. Seek justice in the situation you inquire about, but understand truth and justice may not be the same thing. Truth and justice may not be the same thing. Not sure what that means for you in your situation. I wish I could find my... Oh, here we go. Time Travelers. Let's see what this one says. 42. When someone holds a talking stick, the other members listen in silence, without interrupting or arguing, whether in favor or in denial. The person holding the stick is free to speak their truth as others listen. As we sit with these tribal elders, we are reminded of the power of listening when it comes to knowing the truth. Something about listening, something about letting people have their say, something about having courage. Wow. Susie Q, I hope this all means something to you, and I hope this brings you some comfort. Thank you for asking your question. Okay. Silver Moon Tea Room asks, Rainbow Pyramid, how are you feeling? Oh, thank you for asking, my lovely. It's very nice. It's always nice when people ask about me and my family and not just jumping right into the questions. I'm feeling a bit tired today, but I've had some really amazing auto writing happening in my meditation. So prayer is when you ask for things, meditation is when you listen and you receive messages. And so I'm actually going to do a video or two about my last two meditations. But the thing that I wanted to share now is, which I got was for everybody on this channel. I choose to thrive in 2025. And then it came through, I strive to thrive in 2025. And then I wrote down, what does strive actually mean? And I didn't look it up, but I think it's working towards. And joy is infinite and hope is infinite. But I'm feeling down, feeling distracted, feeling unenergetic. But then in that meditation, I was getting pretty much it's going to take the same amount of energy to do the things that I want to do in my life versus, you know, getting to the end of the day and not having done what I wanted to do. Anyway, I'll do another video on that. But yeah, feeling tired. It's very difficult to see my mother-in-law struggling. Very proud, independent woman. Yeah. But I'm very grateful to have you all here, and I'm very grateful to have my mother here, and I'm very grateful to be able to talk to my mother about difficult things like, you know, you're not going to be with us forever. What should we do together now while we are still in the physical plane together? And I've also discussed with her what signals and symbols she's going to send me from beyond the grave, and she's going to be with me. She's agreed to be my angel, and so she's going to send me symbols of angels and dragonflies. So we've already agreed on that. Flow. Okay. Sydney. Janita says, 65-year-old grandmother. I'm not sure what that is in relation to. Chantel Martin, hello. Chantel Martin asks, hi, beautiful. Could you see if my dad has been watching over me? I certainly could. Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell everybody is that I now have my Amazon wish list all sorted out. So if you go to my Linktree link, which is in all of my video descriptions, click on the Linktree link, then you'll see there's an Amazon wish list. And so if you wanted to gift me something, there's things that start at a very low price and then, you know, obviously move up. And that's the Amazon wish list that I'm going to be giving to my friends and family as well. So there's just going to be one wish list, and anybody who wants to buy me a present ever, it'll be on there. So yay! Because some of you were asking about it. Oh, and also I have not forgotten about the draw that I said I would do for a free live for anybody who's ever given me any financial support. I'm waiting until I'm a little more energized to do that, so that will still be happening, and I will do it live, and I will schedule the live so that everybody knows when it is. Okay. Chantel Martin. Chantel Martin. Oh, Chantel, expansion. Goodness. Could you see if my dad has been watching over me? Your dad is watching over you forever and for always is what I'm getting. Oh, Chantel. Protection. He is always watching over you. Always, always, always. Higher consciousness. You can talk to him anytime. You can ask him things. You can ask him for advice. Yes, and he will never ever leave you. He will never ever leave you. Old man, father. Just confirming. Well, let's see what more for Chantel. Purpose. He's encouraging you to spend some time, some quiet time, focusing on your purpose. And look, there he is again. Don't ever doubt that he is with you. Look, protection. He will always be with you till the end of your days, protecting you, looking after you, looking over you. Just because he's not in spirit doesn't mean that he's not going to look after you. In fact, he will watch over you even more. And this deliberation card here, this is just if you quiet yourself and you allow yourself to focus. he will come to you in quiet, still moments. The ideas that you have inside of you, those ideas he will influence the ideas that you have. So if you allow your mind to quieten down and you focus, you will get a progression of ideas, and that progression will come from him. Come from him and from your angels and your guardians. Boundaries. He wants you to set realistic and appropriate boundaries, both with yourself and with other people. He wants you to get enough rest. Typical dad. But he also wants you to know that you can be anything you choose to be. Cocoon yourself in rest, and he wants you to have joy in your life. And synergies, where things just flow in your life, that's him lining up things. And there's no possibilities there's no future that is not a possibility for you. So any possibility that you can dream of, you take action, and he will help you reach your heart's desire. And he's always with you, and he always will be with you, forever and for always. Wow, Chantel Martin. Okay. He's very protective of you. Interesting. Does want you to slow down a little, and then trust yourself and take action. Wow, Chantel Martin. Doodle Birds in the house. Hello, I sent you an email this morning. I hope you got it. Thank you so much for your super chat, Doodoo Bird. That is just so kind of you. Very, very kind of you. I've just done a reading for Chantel Martin, and then we will go on. Dark Angel Deb. Dark Angel Deb. I lost my cat Roxy at the end of November. Just wondered if she's okay and at peace with the awful decision I had to make. Roxy for Dark Angel Web. Dark Angel Deb. I don't know why I said Web. Web means connected. She's connected with you always. Yeah, anybody who wants messages from deceased animals, that's fine. Ask away. She knew that you had to take action. She knew that there was no possibility. Roxy, I'm assuming Roxy's a she. She knew that there was no possibility of her recovering. She will always be here with you. Always. When things go right and there's synchronicities, that's her working with you. She knows that your desire was for her to get better, and she wasn't going to get better. She's saying that it wasn't, although it was awful for you to have to make the decision that you made was not awful. She wants you to understand illumination. She wants you to know that she knows that it was clear what had to be done. Rainbows, rainbows, rainbows connected across the rainbow bridge. She's grateful for you and the time that she had with you. She's trying to catch my eye for a different deck. Ushapana star, I am made from the stuff of stars. I matter. She knows how much she mattered to you. She knows that it wasn't a choice. It wasn't a choice. It was the kind and responsible thing for you to do. And when you look out at the stars at night, remember, she is one of those stars now. Wow. Oh, so beautiful. Guardian, she's watching over you now. Like you watched over her, she's watching over you. Oh, she wants you to sleep easy. She wants you just to rest in peace. Oh, isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? And she wants you to have some self-love. Some self-love. Also, she says, I'm not dead. I'm not lost. I'm just transformed. Wow, Dark Angel Deb, Roxy is with you. And she's not only at peace, she wants you to be at peace. Positive-minded people, she wants you to be positive. Get it clear, lovely lady. It wasn't a choice. It was a release. Oh, she's so clever. Chantel, not Chantel, Dark Angel Deb. You released her from her pain and her suffering. Dark Angel Deb. She's not just okay, she's thankful. She's thankful that you released her, and now she is your guardian. And she wants you to show yourself some self-love and get clear that you released her. It was very awful for you to be in that position, but the decision that you made, that there was no decision. You did what you did out of love, and you released her. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, Roxy. And she's never going to leave your side. And she's grateful that you released her from that pain and suffering. Wow. My word. You know, I wish I could just win the lottery and then I could spend all day and all night reading for all of you. Oh, remember. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Dark Angel Deb. Roxy is an incredible soul. Just remember that card. She's saying, thank you, Mama. Thank you for releasing me from my suffering. Thank you. Thank you for doing what was hard for you, but brought me peace and release. Wow. Thank you. Dark Angel Debs, thank you for asking the question. That was so amazing. Pamela Cox. Oh, Rain. Rain has given me a super chat. Thank you so much, my lovely Rain. That is very kind of you. Oh, thank you, everybody. And remember, if you hop onto my, what's it called? Link tree, you will see my, new Amazon wish list that I've put up there. Okay. Pamela Cox asks, does my father have a message for me and my family? Pamela Cox, Pamela Cox, Pamela Cox. Father for Pamela Cox. He's always with you. Illumination. You are the lights of his life. And he will always watch over you. Oh, you can rest easy knowing that he is in a place of peace and harmony and no pain. A place where he can move freely. And a place where he can watch over each of you simultaneously. It's like, you know, they broadcast a show on Netflix and I can watch it here and you can watch it in your home and Silver Moon can watch it in her home. That's what the spirit is like. Spirit can be in multiple places at once. So that's what he's saying. You need to all understand that he watches over you. Oh, hope. Hope. He wants you to have hope in this new year. And his hope for you is for you all to have a peaceful year. Oh, you're the center of his universe. Fertility. It's going to be a year of growth. Oh, and a year of joy. And one more message. For Pamela Cox. Vibration. Vibration. And again, the vibration of joy. He's just hoping that you all will have joy. Oh, remember to look after yourselves this year. Self-love. And be aware that he's always with you, no matter what. Wow. Pamela Cox, thank you for asking your question and for being here, my lovely. Wow. These are very, very positive messages. And I don't know if he was a positive person in life, but I'm getting the impression that his perspective has changed and he's become a lot more easygoing in the spirit world. And he just hopes that you all will have a joyous 2025, and he knows that there's boundless possibilities for you all this year. Wow. Rose Quartz says, Dad was very brilliant and had a wicked sense of humour and liked sailing. Oh, Rose. Sounds like my dad. Brilliant, wicked sense of humour and liked sailing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I bet they're two peas in a pod causing a storm and a riot. When my dad was in the hospice, they loved him so much because he was always laughing and joking. And so when you're in the hospice, there was a ward like with 4 people, but whenever they had a private room with just, for a bed for one person, whenever they had that available, they would put him in the place with one bed for himself. But the understanding was that if somebody with higher needs came in, he'd go back to the ward with 4 people and then they'd put the other person in. And so one day they phoned my mum and they said, oh, you need to talk to your husband, please. We're having such a trouble with him. And so they passed the phone over to her, and it's my dad. And he's laughing like a maniac. And she's like, what's going on? What's going on? He passes the phone back to the nurses, and the nurses are saying, he's refusing to move out of his single room. He said he's going to chain himself to the bed, and he's not going to move. And it was just a joke. It was just a joke. He was laughing at them. And so, yeah. Even the year later, when we went for, they have an annual remembrance service, and when my mum put her picture of my dad up by the altar, one of the nurses came and said, oh, I remember Derek. He was the naughty one. So yes, Rose, sense of humour absolutely lives on. And thank you again for your super chat. That's very kind of you. And apparently that's your third super chat on a live chat. So there we go. Malcolm and Derek causing a storm. Good morning, Min Wade. How are you? Hello, Munchie. Hello. Let's see. Paul Brambutt would like to connect to Mum Jaya. Paul and Mum Jaya. Okay, let's just tune into the energy of Jaya for Paul. Jaya. I don't know if she was a woman of action. Desire. She has a desire for you, Paul. Does desire. What is your desire, Jaya? So that you can see the possibilities of your life. Understand that life is in cycles. There are times of grief, there's times of joy, there are times of less, there's times of abundance, recovery. She has fully recovered from whatever ailed her. She has no sickness, no stress, and she wants you to recover your courage in life. She wants you to be courageous. Contentment. She is content where she is. She loves watching over you, but she also reminds you to set healthy boundaries. Set healthy boundaries. And what else, Jaya? Jaya for Paul. Jaya for Paul. Let's see. Jaya. Vibration. She's with you always. Vibration can also be audible messages, so it can be songs. Listen to songs that you used to listen to together. Take note of the lyrics of songs that come up. Also take note of words that come up. Even on a video you're watching, she will be able to bring words forward that come to your attention. So if I say something that sounds like a phrase that she might have said, she might have put that phrase into my head. Or somebody else that you listen to. Kindness. She wants you to be kind to yourself. Respect. Boundaries and respect. Respect boundaries. Set boundaries. Set boundaries for yourself. Flow. Forward movement. Yeah, so she's hoping for a happy year for you this year, but she really wants you to be kind to yourself. What else? What other messages are for Paul from Jaya? We'll pull 2 from this deck. No, we'll pull 1 from this deck. Healing. She wants you to have healing this year. Healing. I don't know if that's physical healing or mental or emotional healing. She's there with you and she's helping you with the healing. And she wants you to know that she is grateful and blessed. And she wants you to know that you are blessed. And she hopes that you are grateful. And she's very grateful that she was blessed with a son like you. Wow. Jaya. It amazes me how the different people's personalities come through in these readings. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you for being on, and thank you for asking your question. Thank you for trusting me with your question. Okay. Rose Quartz says, thank you for being you. He would love to meet you. Papa loved everyone. Well, he's met me now. Miss Melissa Ann, hello. How are you? Rose quartz. No, Munchie. Love the reading for rose quartz. Your dad sounds like such a lovely man. Is that so? Happy. Hello. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you. Lisa Bishop. Good morning. From Bendigo, Vic. Oh, Lisa, I did a course a couple of years ago at La Trobe University in Bendigo, Vic. And I was flying up every week or two from Queensland to do that course. Beautiful part of the world. We might even have met. You know, like if we went out to lunch or something, we might have just kind of met in passing. I do believe that we draw people to us. Okay, sorry, got distracted. Rose Court says, Papa was pretty wild, a gentleman, extremely brilliant and very funny. Paul, okay. Sorry, I just need to find... Peace, 98, how are you, my lovely? Evie, Jacques, Evelyn. Hello from the Mornington Peninsula. Hello, Evie, Jacques, Evelyn. Good morning, good morning. Munchie, your name makes me smile, says, is that so? Hello, everybody. Is that so, asks, is there a message from my pop? Many loved ones have passed. It's hard to know. It's hard to choose just one. Fair enough. Is that so? Pop. For is that so? Pop. For is that so? Okay. Pop. For is that so? Is that so? Oh, action. He wants you to take action. Get moving. Something that you've been pondering, been thinking about doing. It's time to get moving, girl. Eagle. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength, says Pop. Just get going. Mountains. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. So be cautious, but get a move on. I don't know why I'm getting this. Get a move on. Okay, what does Pop say? Ooh, 2. Anticipation. Something wonderful is happening. Change is in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. Ooh, and sacred space. Take time for the dreamer in you. Find your power in stillness. In your sacred space is the peace that you seek. So you need the sacred space and peace and stillness, but you also need to take action. Oh, very nice, very nice. Is that so? One last card from your Pop. Ruminate. So that's the sacred space. And let's see. Mental repetition. So get some mental strength and then take action. Very nice, very nice. Sydney Observer says, thank you so much. What a lovely read. I miss him. The others came to me in dreams, but I like to imagine he is too busy playing with my other dogs. Yeah, and I get almost that he doesn't need to come to you in a dream, Sydney Observer, because he's always with you. That's what I was getting. I was like, no, I don't need to do that because I'm always here. I'm always here. He's always with you, but he's also always playing as well. And that first very, very peaceful card that I drew, that was just like, take a breath, lady. Don't you know? Don't you know I don't have to come to you in a dream because I'm always with you? Mads C. My mum passed away on January the 8th, 2024. Is she happy and at peace? Mads C. I'm so sorry for your loss. My dad passed away on the 6th of January. That was 2003 though, but yeah, so they're almost twins in their dates, their passing dates. And it's a difficult time for the family as well, because it's just after Christmas, it's just after New Year. Let's have a look. Mad Sea. Nearly a year ago. Mad's mum. Just over a year ago, Mad's mum. Mad's mum. Joy, goodness, abundance, surroundings, light, beauty. She's in a beautiful place. She's in a better place, and she's surrounded by joy. Oh, by joy and protection. Joy. She misses you. She misses you. But she's in a place of joy, protection, and harmony. So joy, you asked about happiness, and harmony, peace. She's protected from stress, strains, anxiety, physical ailments, pain, heartache. Wow, Mads, isn't your mum clever? Is she happy? The card of joy comes out. Is she at peace? The card of harmony comes out. Wow, Mads, your mum is just too clever. Let's see what Mads' mum also has to say. Does she have anything else to say? You just asked that. Is she happy, and does she at peace? Joy and harmony. Wow, clever. Purpose. Not sure what that means. Gratitude. Cycles. She's grateful for the life that she had with you. One of her purposes in life was to be your mum. And as sad as it is to let her go, remember that life goes and comes. Be grateful for those who are still with you, and she's so grateful to have had you in her life. Mad's mum. Oh, she's so proud of you. She's so proud of all that you've created, and all that you continue to create. Fertility. Growing. She sees you growing as a woman, as a mother. Look at that. As a matriarch, not sure. Someone who looks after others, who cares for others, who caretakes others. Might not be an actual mother. It might be, how teachers look after the younger generation. It might be just your spirit, how you are in the world. Illumination. She wants you to know. She wants you to know that your heart's desire is true. Your heart's desire for her to be at peace and happy. Absolutely. Vitality. Her spirit lives on. She wants you to know. Her spirit lives on. And always will be. And she will come to you in unexpected ways. And that's joy on her face. Joy on her face. And she wants you to be at peace, knowing that she is at peace. She's in a place of great grace, in a place of harmony, and she wants to give yourself that same grace, that same kindness. Wow. Mads, message directly from your mum. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Mad Sea. And if I've given you a message that resonates, please let me know, because it just helps my energy flow when I go into the next messages. Wow. Joy and harmony. Happiness and peace. Your mum is very clever, Mads. Very clever. And I just wanted to thank people who have given me donations through my link tree. That's been very much appreciated. Okay. Kerry Channel. Could I have a message from my friend Maureen? Alright, Kerry, let's see. Kerry, Maureen for Kerry. Celestial. Possibility connect. Infinite soul path. Celestial. She's in heaven. Oh. Ascension. Ascended master. Openness, guide, spiritual support. So she's guiding you from the other side. She is your spiritual support from the other side. Maureen, what else do you have for Kerry? Wow, that one jumped out. Replenish. Maureen wants you to look after yourself, replenish yourself. Get clear on your goals for the year. Release what no longer serves you. Use the things that trigger you and trigger your trigger negativity in you. Use them as a way of understanding what you can let go of in your past. So when we were at my mother-in-law's therapy, speech therapy, there were two images that she had to identify which was happening, and the one said the girl washes the boy and then the boy washes the girl. My mother was in with us, and she got so upset because she thought that was just improper and she didn't like the images, and so that was a trigger for her. And I said to her, Mum, I don't think that's what made you upset, that you thought it was unseemly. I think what made you upset was that you could see my mother-in-law June was not doing very well. And so by recognizing that trigger, she was able to set her intention. And understand that seeing her like that was a barrier to understanding that the people in the hospital were actually helping her, and it was actually a trigger for her to see her own mortality. So that's what that means. And then we had a beautiful talk about mortality, and we were kind to each other. So this is about being kind to yourself. Maureen wants you to know to be kind to yourself and to be grateful, because she will always be with you. Look at that, looking up to the butterfly. She will always be with you. Sincere relationships. There's the two of you, thick as thieves. She will never leave you nor forsake you. She will always be with you, guarding you and guiding you, and rejoicing in your every victory. Kerry, thank you very much for asking your question. Oh, okay. Not too sure how much longer I can keep going. I'm just feeling a bit tired. I'll ask Spirit to re-energize me, please, so that I can get to everybody who needs to be got to. Oh, Kristen O'Neill sent me a super chat. Thank you very much. And the super chat says, keep it up. You are wonderful. And I was just asking for some re-energizing. You made me laugh. You made me laugh now. Thank you so much. As much for your message as for your super chat. Okay, let me move on. Kelly M. My sister died in October of cancer, but I only found out when another sibling called to tell me. I was totally unaware. Is there a message for me? Oh, I'm so sorry, Kelly M. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry that you lost your sister. Sorry that you didn't know. Let's see. Kelly M. Mystery. Sometimes things happen in life and they are a mystery. Secrets. So we've definitely got your sister's energy here. She wants you to have compassion for yourself. She's concerned that you might blame yourself for not being in touch. That's why maybe you didn't know what was happening. She also wants you to have compassion for those that didn't tell you. They should have told you. Someone should have told you. Protect you. Protection. You may have to protect yourself. Give yourself compassion. Sometimes we can't get from others what they don't have to give. Let me do time traveler. Let me go back in time and see what's happening. And she's very much saying, don't blame yourself for not being there. You didn't know, and you couldn't have known. What else? Grounded. Grounded. Tell us more, M sister. Tell us more about being grounded. Oof. She wants you to know that she is at peace, and she wants you to be at peace. Miracles. No miracle could have saved her, but her passing could be the miracle that helps heal some wounds in the family, and that's her deepest wish, her deepest hope. She also wants you to know that although she's passed, her life force energy is always here and will always be with you, no matter what. And she doesn't blame you. She's not upset with you that you weren't there with her in the end, and she's very sorry that nobody let you know. And she really hopes that there can be a breakthrough in relationships, in your family, miracles and peace. And she wants you to focus not on what happened in the end, not on the fact that you didn't know, not on how she died, but on healing the family relationships. And remember that she will always be the light of your life. You will be the light of her life. She will be the light in your life, and she wants you to know that she will help you have strength in the times ahead. Wow. Wow, Kelly M. Kelly M. Message from your sister. What an amazing woman. And she's basically, this first card was with the mystery. Don't try and work it out or blame people, or some things just can't be resolved. And people might have done different things differently if they had known how sick she was, if they'd known when she was going to pass. And people might regret not letting you know. But that's in the past, and you can't live in the past. Have compassion for those who should have told you, and have compassion for yourself. Wow, Kelly M. Elsie G. My partner passed almost 22 years ago at age 38, and I want to know why she hid that she had a child she gave birth to when she was 15. Elsie. Okay, Elsie, before I pull the cards for you, I just feel very called to share a story with you that might... I don't know what the cards are going to say, but I just want to share a story with you from my own experience in my own family. Okay, my brother, Lester, he had a few rocky relationships. Okay, and he was engaged to a girl who was pregnant, and she dumped him and went back to her former fiance. And so together they raised that child. Okay, when subsequently and so that child was Kyle. Okay, so Lester's the dad of Kyle. Never in his life he let the former girlfriend and the new husband raise Kyle. He didn't want to interfere in the relationship. He didn't want to cause trouble or drama. Fast forward 16 years. He'd been through a few unhappy relationships in the meantime. And then he met this lady called Kate, who he is now married to, and he's been married to her for about 5 years, I think. So when Lester met Kate, Kate was very adamant that she didn't want children. And anyway, they were married, everything was happy, everything was fine, and probably 4 years into the marriage, Kyle contacts Lester. Oh no, the timeline's a little bit different because so Kate and Lester had been married 2 or 3 years, and then Kyle's auntie, the sister of Kyle's mum, contacted my brother Lester and says, your son Kyle would like to be in touch with you, and by the way, his mother has passed away, and so now you are his only surviving parent, and Kyle's stepdad didn't want to raise Kyle, and so the auntie is now raising Kyle. So now you can imagine this caused a bit of a consternation because Lester had never told Kate about Kyle. And it wasn't that he was hiding him, it was that when he made the decision to let Kyle go, he let him go. You know, mentally, emotionally, all of that, he let him go. Because he thought he was letting him go to a better life, and also possibly because Kate didn't want children. So anyway, he went out and he bought chocolates and flowers and champagne. And Kate came home, and Lester said, Kate, I have something to tell you. And he had to tell Kate that he had a son who was at that time 14 or 15, that he had never told her about. And he was petrified. He thought he was going to lose the love of his life. Kate was incredible. I mean, she's not the softest, gentlest, kindest woman, but she was absolutely incredible. And of course she was hurt that he hadn't told her, but she was incredible. And she said, well, look, he's part of your life. Let's contact the auntie and see what's what. And it turned out that Kyle wanted to get to know Lester a little bit. And so, long story short, he ended up coming to Lester and Kate's for some weekends, some school holidays. He would catch the train and he would spend some time with them. And after he got to know them a bit, he's kind of gone off on his own path now. So I think he must be 19 or so. But he did spend, time going fishing with Lester and hunting and shooting and all those things that boys do with their dads. But interestingly, that really, really tested Kate and Lester's relationship and the love that they had, and how she unconditionally loved him because he hadn't told her. And he hadn't told her, it's not because he wanted to lie to her, it was just that Kyle was never part of his life. And so it wasn't something that was top of mind. And anyway, then they had to go and tell Kate's parents. Kate's parents love my brother Lester. And so he had to go to them and say, I didn't tell you this. I told you about my other kids, but I didn't tell you, but I've got another kid I didn't tell you about. And anyway, they forgave him, and yeah. Anyway, so I'm just telling you that story. I don't know what's going to come out in the cards, Elsie, but it can happen with no ill intent, okay? No ill intent. And I don't know if Lester ever planned to tell Kate. I don't know if your partner ever planned to tell you and the time just wasn't right. I don't know. We'll ask the cards, but I'm just telling you that story so that you understand that it can happen with no malice and no, it's not that somebody doesn't trust you or anything like that. Okay, I just wanted to set the scene. Very important. Okay. Elsie has a question for her partner. Create. Creating new life. Your partner had great joy with you. Protection. She wanted to protect the joy she had with you. She was concerned that you would judge her for the life she had created. She was concerned that it would somehow interfere with the joy that the two of you had. And I'm getting here that she had every intention of telling you. She had every intention of telling you. But again, it was something that was very painful to her. And she's saying, it's not that she hid it. She didn't hide. She didn't hide her child. She didn't hide her child. Part of not revealing that information was protecting herself, her own heart, against the pain that would come up if she acknowledged to you about the child. So it was protecting her, but also protecting you. She wanted to protect you. Let's see what else she has to say. Elsie, let's see what else she has to say. That's the beginning message. But she's just saying she didn't hide it so much as maybe she was waiting for the right time. Life force energy. She loved you more than her own life. She loved you more than life itself. And she still does. Expansion. She didn't trust herself to be able to communicate it to you in a way that would not disrupt the joy she had with you. She needed to grow up more. She needed to grow more as a person. Planning, the planning card. She was planning to tell you. She was planning to tell you. Oh, she wishes she could have told you when she was here. She did not hide it so much as she wanted to be able to tell you in the right way. Abundance. She really didn't want to ruin the joy, the abundance of your love for her. She was worried that you would judge her. She was worried because she's judged herself for it. She didn't have the flexibility to deal with it, to face the fact that she had that child. And she was enjoying the relationship with you. She was enjoying the fun, the playfulness, the joy that you both had together. She didn't want to ruin almost the innocence of your relationship. And she knows she was a coward. In the stillness in her heart, she knew that she should have told you, and she was planning it. Here, she was planning to tell you. She was planning to tell you. She didn't trust herself. She didn't trust herself. She didn't trust herself to tell you in a way that wouldn't hurt you. She was worried about you. She was worried about hurting you. And also, she didn't tell you immediately because initially she wasn't sure how things were going to go with you. And then things went so well. And she loved you so much. It became then difficult. It became difficult. It was just not something that she talked about. And she really was planning. And she trusted you completely. So it wasn't about not trusting you. This one jumped out. She was planning on finding a creative way to tell you. And now that she's with higher consciousness, she hopes that she can help you heal. That's a card of healing. She's so sorry she caused you that pain. Vitality. She thought she had more time. She thought she had more time. She would have told you. She would have told you if she'd had more time. It was a boundary that she had within herself. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else she says. Elsie. She didn't know how to do it. She was sick about it. Magic eggs. Magic eggs. Beginning of something exciting. She was overwhelmed when she had that child. And so going back and talking about that period in her life was a difficult thing to do. But she was going to tell you. She really was. She was planning on it. But she had gone so long in her life, freezing what I no longer want. She'd had to harden her mind and her heart to the existence of that child, because she knew at that young age she couldn't take care of it. And her greatest regret and her greatest wish is that she had told you, but she wanted to shield your heart. She didn't want to hurt you. She was planning on it, she just didn't know how to do it without hurting you, and that's why she didn't do it while she was alive, and she regrets that. And she says, please know she didn't hide it from you. She was trying to work it out. She was trying to plan. She was trying to be creative. She was trying to be the healing force, and she hopes that you can move on from that one mistake that she made of not telling you, and understand that she did not hide it as such. It was just, if she could go back and do it, she would have told you immediately. It was a boundary that she had set for herself. That's something that she never spoke about. And by the time the two of you were in love, it was just, she didn't want to ruin things, and then it became difficult. She didn't trust herself. She didn't trust herself. Elsie, I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you, Elsie. I hope that helps you. It's a very, very strong and loving message. And she's still struggling with it today. The fact that she didn't tell you. She's struggling with the fact that that hurt you so much after she passed. There you go, Elsie. Oh, Eat Heavenly Cupcakes Forever has sent a message. Thank you very much. Has sent a super chat. Thank you very much, Eat Heavenly Cupcakes, for your super chat. And I will continue. Sorry, I'm just going through some chats here. Oh. Bird, I don't know why you deleted that message that Eat Heavenly Cupcakes put on their super chat. Now I'm curious and I can't get that message back, so if you could undelete it, that would be great. Okay, I'm going to go back to where I was with my questions. Where was I? I'll make sure that I don't miss anybody. I'm just going to go back in the chat. I'm just trying to find my find out where I got to. Oh yes, that's right, Elsie. We were at Elsie. Gabriella Gayton says, please hit the like button. Thank you very much, Gabriella. Yes, please hit the like button. That's very kind. Doodoo Bird, please reinstate the message that Eat Heavenly Cupcakes Forever had with the super sticker, so that I can see what it was. For some reason it's not letting me reinstate it from my end or see it from my end. Regina Valerie, hello, hello, how are you? Asking about your grandparents. I've not met any of them. Thank you for your compassionate and sensitive readings, Regina Valerie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Protection. They watch over you and protect you, Regina Valerie. Oh, leadership. They still lead you, even though they're in spiritual form. And they've passed on their strong leadership skills to you. Ha ha ha, exuberance. They want you to have a lovely, lucky life full of exuberance, fun, and miracles. And they trust you to continue on the family legacy. Oof, Regina Valerie, how nice. Let me see. One of these cards. Last one for Regina Valerie. Awareness. Pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. So they are with you always, and they're always talking to you. Regina Valerie, they want you to know that they are with you always, and they're always leaving you signs. And I might do a video on how to... would you guys like that? A video on how to become aware of communication from the spirit world. How you can become more aware of communication from your deceased loved ones. Let me know. Let me know if you'd like a video on that. Okay. Sassas Girl says, oh, that was wonderful, thank you. I definitely have a stubborn streak. Yes, they know very much about it. They know very much about what's happening with us. Righty-ho. Silver Moon says, bless you and thank you for the reading. Gina was the one person I could always count on. I didn't know how I could go on without her. Yeah, and it's difficult, Silver Moon, but we all need to remember that we don't have to go on without them. They are always with us, even though they're not here in physical form. Doodoo, thank you for sending my link. Linktree has got all my links, including donation links and Amazon wishlist and how you can book me for a private reading. Everything. And also my private email if people want. Doodoo Bird is asking, is my deceased nephew at peace with his mother? Is my deceased nephew at peace with his mother? Doodoo Bird, this one is for you. Is my deceased nephew at peace with his mother? Deceased nephew. Now remember guys, when you're asking me a question, if you can give the person's name, that just helps me hone in a little more on the energy. It doesn't matter if you can't, but if you can, that just helps me out. Whoa. Okay. Life force. Tell us more. Transformation. Any ill will or misunderstandings or I'm getting hatred, bad feelings, has been transformed into light and love, and he now has total patience for her human frailties to do. So that's interesting. I wasn't expecting the patience card to come out, but I was expecting the peace, something about peace to come out. But patience, he's got infinite patience, and his view of her has been totally transformed. Wow, what does this one say? Get clear. He's clear that the difficulties that he had in his relationship with her on earth are to do with her human frailties. He hopes that she can see herself in a better light, that she can become calm, and he's got immense compassion for her, and she wishes that she could have the same compassion for herself. Yeah, totally at peace, not only peace, but beyond peace and self-compassion. And he knows that when she does things that hurt people, it's because she does not have the self-love that she should have. And so he's up there, or down here with us, just loving on her, giving her the love that he wishes she had for herself. I hope that is meaningful to you, Doodoo Bird. I hope that is meaningful to you. So yes, absolutely. Not only at peace, but he's got complete passion. Leslie Alfaro. Message from my grandmother, Angelina. She passed away on Christmas Eve. Oh, Leslie, I'm so sorry. Christmas Eve. Let me have a read of this. Leslie. Let me have a read of this, Leslie. If you've posted a question and I haven't got to you yet, please be patient, because I'm just going through them in the order in which they were asked. So you don't need to re-ask them. I'm going through them in the order that I've asked them, that you've asked them. Leslie Alfaro. Message from grandmother Angela. Higher consciousness. She's with higher consciousness now. Healing. She's going through a period of healing, so you may or may not feel her around you. She is completely healed in mind, but she's going through a bit of a phase of healing her her hurt emotions, of healing her heart. She's now seeing the truth of life, the true meaning of life. She's got an adventure ahead of her. She wants you to understand that she's got a spiritual adventure of her, and the truth is she will always be with you. She will always be a leader in your family. Free. She's free from pain. She's free from suffering. I don't want to read her too much. Her passing was just her passing is just really fresh, so I don't really want to disturb her too much, Leslie. But please come back and ask again another time when it's not so raw. But she wants you to know that she's got freedom, and she's on an adventure. She's going to be exploring, and healing. Her soul has been healed. Her mind has been healed. Her body has been healed, and she can see that the truth of higher consciousness, and it's more wonderful and more. Just more wonderful than you could ever know. And that's the truth. Leslie, sending you condolences, my love. Sending you condolences. Angelina. Andrea 54 Hector. Thank you so much for the beautiful super chat, my lovely. You posted your question in the chat. I will get to that, my lovely. Thank you so much for being so kind. Yeah, so there's something in the chat about my mother-in-law and how she's not doing as well as we first thought. Yeah, we went to the speech therapy, and we were shocked at how little understanding she has. She can continue part of a conversation with you, and then she goes off into nonsensical words. But when she continues off this, when you talk to her, she seems to understand it, but I think she's not actually understanding it, just from the speech therapy and the way that they showed her level of understanding. But anyway, yeah, it's an eye-opener. Yeah, she's in the right place, and she's getting fantastic care, so she's in the best place. Susie Q is asking, is he happy with the consequences? Susie, I'm not going to answer a second question. I'm going to ask you to come back on a different day, my love. Leslie's asking, can you see if she's at peace? The family's not getting along, fighting about where to have the reception with the food to serve and they want music for her, but my grandfather doesn't want any of that. Yeah, Leslie, if you can just try and be peacemaker. They don't like it when we fight amongst ourselves after they pass. So when you ask a question, if you can ask as much details as possible in the first question, because I'm going to be answering your first question. Dudu says she's praying for my mother-in-law. Oh, thank you so much. Demoiselle, hello. It took me a while to get you. Happy New Year. Well done, thank you. Kelly McKinney retracted her message. I don't know why. Christian Sean Stone Garrett. Post your question again if you want to. Eat Heavenly Cupcakes. Oh. Hello. Does my children's father know that woman he married took him out? And please let him know we miss him so deeply. Oh, that sounds terrible. Eat Heavenly Cupcakes forever? That sounds terrible. Let me see. I will just ask generally for a message from your children's father. Let's see. This is one. This one. Eat Heavenly Cupcakes forever. Boundaries. He wished he had set up boundaries. Where he is now, his knowledge transcends earthly knowledge, and he knows he trusted the wrong person. So yes, he knows the truth. He knows the truth. He knows the truth about his passing, and he feels yeah, there was chaos, and he's a bit embarrassed. He's a bit embarrassed that he didn't see things more clearly when he was here. He's embarrassed that he didn't set up proper boundaries. But his knowledge now transcends human knowledge, and he trusted the wrong person. Okay, let's see. Eat Heavenly Cupcakes. What was your question? Let him know that we miss him so dearly. You can let him know that. They're around us all the time. You can tell him that. So he does know that, but I will tell him as well. The father of the children of Eat Heavenly Cupcakes forever. She wants to let you know that they miss you. Always. He says he is now at peace. He has freedom. Oh, and he's on an adventure. He's on an adventure in the afterlife. Okay. Where are these other cards? Let's see. Gratitude. He is so grateful that he had you in his life, and he is so grateful for the children. Grace. Any fights, arguments, unpleasantness, misunderstandings between you and him are completely gone, forgotten, erased. He wants you to know how grateful he is for you and the children. There you go. He thinks that you're an incredible mother, and he wishes that he had told you that more when he was here on earth. And the children will be fine. Look at that child with a crown on the head. The children will be fine. Vitality. They will grow strong, and they will fulfill their life's purpose. Wow. And in the still quiet moments of your day, if you focus, you will be able to know that he is always with you, leading you and guiding you, and all he wants for your life is joy and happiness. Joy and happiness. And this is also a freedom card. This reminds me of the Statue of Liberty. So he wants you to be free from worry or concern about, free from worry or concern about him. Wow. Oh, and he had a freedom card before. He is free. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Eat heavenly cupcakes forever. Wow. There you go. Very strong message for you. Sammy. Hello, Sammy. We haven't seen you in ages. Sammy Peniel. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And all the best for 2025. Rain. Oh, thank you very much, Rain, for your beautiful super chat. I really appreciate you. Chantel Martin. There's crying emojis. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Heart, heart, heart. I miss my dad so much. We were so close. We done a lot together. Thank you from my soul and heart. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Chantel Martin. Yeah, it's like me and my dad. Oh, I miss him every day. It's been gone for 20... In a couple of days. It'll be 23 years. Yeah, in 2 days' time it'll be 23 years. And I miss him so much. I'm starting to let go of the grief of the physical loss of him and just invite him more into my heart as the spiritual being he is. Gigi, I just realised you were doing a live. I hope you and your family are doing well. Thank you, Gigi. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks, my love. I'll let you go back to the beginning. Okay. Alrighty. Bella Luna, does my deceased husband have a message for me? Bella, I thought I did a question for you right at the very beginning. You were the first question I answered, Bella Luna. Maybe you missed that. If you could go back to the beginning. Did I forget to do you? No, I'm doubting myself. I certainly intended you to be the first one. Go back to the beginning, Bella Luna, and if I haven't done it, I would ask you to email me and I'll do you a private one. But I thought I did you right at the very beginning. I thought yours was the first one I did. This is why it's best for people not to repeat the question, because I get to it as I work through the chat. If you repeat the question, you just confuse me, and I'm very easily confused. Okay, so I'm not going to do Bella Luna because I think I've done you again. I might be wrong. If I am wrong, just let me know. Send me an email and I'll do you a private reading. Okay. Just going through the email, the questions, the chats to see more questions. So Bella Luna, you might have missed it right near the beginning. Or I might have forgotten to do it, and if that's the case, email me and then I'll do you a private one. Kristen O'Neill. Hello, Kristen. And I think you're one of the very kind people who did me a... Yes, you did me a super chat. Thank you so much, Kristen. That was very kind of you. You have a question. I am hoping to connect with my oldest daughter's biodad that passed away about 7 years ago in a house fire while saving his family. His name is Jason. Oh, Kristen, what an incredible man. Okay, let's see if Jason can come through for us. Jason, let's take a drink of water, and then Jason. Fire is one of my biggest nightmares. I wonder if I died in a fire in one of my previous lives, because I just It's something that terrifies me. Jason. Jason. Let's see, Jason. Transcendence. He's moved beyond pain. He's moved beyond fear. He exists as a higher consciousness. Jason. Give us a fiery card, Jason, so that we know it's you. Vitality. He hasn't lost any of his life. He hasn't lost any of his life force, any of his life strength. Give us a fiery card. Well, I suppose it's a card of the sun. You can't get much fierier than the sun. Okay, so I'm just going to accept that that's the fiery card from Jason. Transformation. He's really undergone a transformation on the other side. His life force energy is as strong as always, and he's always with you and the children. Let's see what else, Jason. No greater love does a man have than one that lays down his life for another. Jason, that was his life's purpose. Kristen. He knew before he was born. He knew before he was born that was his life's purpose. That was his life's purpose. And he hopes that you know that and that you can understand that. His life's purpose was to give his life for those he loved. That helped him grow as a soul. And he rests in peace, and he hopes that you can rest in peace and not, please, please, do not think of me as the man in the fire. Do not think of me as the man who is suffering. Do not think of me as the man who is in pain and turmoil and melting. Do not think of me as the person in that heat. Do not think of me like that. Think of me like this, like this, like this. The man who is at peace. The man who has fulfilled his life's purpose. The man who has had no better hope for his life than that he would be the best father and the best provider. Do not think of me as the man in the fire. Think of me as the one who looked after the children. Think of me as the protector. Think of me. Oh. Think of me as the one who now has insight and understands all the things of my life, not just those last moments. Not just those last moments, but all the times when I did you wrong, all the times when things went wrong, all the times when I wasn't the man that I should have been. And I hope that in the end you saw me for who I was, a man of love. And I wished I could have been that for you. Vitality. It's your time now to live to the fullest and know that I lived my life's purpose to the fullest. And I could not be more grateful to have had you in my life, nor more grateful to have had you as the mother of one of my children. I want you to recover from the image that you have of me in that fire. I want you to recover and know that I have completely recovered, and I am the man who now is at peace and can see all the wrong I did you, who is at peace, who is at peace, who is at peace. Please, do not focus on how it ended. Focus on the times of love. Focus on the fact that this was the greatest action of love that I could ever have given. I am reformed. I am newly formed. I am without pain, without fear, without judgment. This is the man who I was always meant to be. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Jason. Okay. I don't often channel in the first person like that. But Jason really very strongly wanted you to know, to think of me as the man who fulfilled his life purpose. And he wishes he could have been that man for you as well. The man who would give anything for the people that he loved. And he sees you as your angel. Sees you as his angel. Wow. Okay. That was a surprise. I just need to take a little break. Oh. Okay, I just need to see if there's anything else that Jason wants to bring through. Okay. Sorry. I'm just handling the energy that is going through my body right now. Okay, he wanted me to see this, show you this card here. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Oh. Wow. Okay. That was it. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for being here. I'm also getting that it was nobody's fault. He wants you to know, Kristen, he wants you to know that it was nobody's fault, that fire, and how he died like that. It was nobody's fault. Don't blame anyone. It was his life's purpose. To prove his love by perishing for those he loved. Goodness, goodness. Okay, he's just left me a little surprised. I'm trying to get myself back together now. Gather my wits. That was unexpected. That was very unexpected. Very, very strong soul. I think I must have missed a message, because Silver Moon is saying, Lisa Sigel, was it a human baby or a pet? Did I miss Lisa's question? I don't see it. I don't see it. Oh, if Whispers from Heaven is on, and I haven't seen you commenting, but Whispers from Heaven, if you're on, last time you said you asked a question and then I didn't answer it. I went back and I couldn't find your question. I couldn't find your question. So please ask it again. It just obviously wasn't right at the time for me to ask that question. Okay. Sorry, I'm just a little bit... Demoiselle says, your dad sounds like a great character. Yes, he was. He is. He is a great character. Okay. Sorry, I've lost my place of where I was at with the chat. I just need to find my place again. Jason has caused me a little bit of a to be flustered. Okay, if I miss your question, please go back and ask it again. Only ask it again if I've missed it and I've gone past it. And sometimes if I go past it or I miss it, it's because the energy isn't right for me to read it today. Come back next time to ask the question. In fact, I think it's better for you to come back next time to ask the question if I've missed it. Okay? Because if I miss it, there's generally a reason. Kristen Sean Stone Garrett, what a long name. I like it. Says, my friend Sean here with me. His mother died just over 2 years ago suddenly. She was planning to move to be here near us. Regina was her name. Okay, Christian and Sean. Hello, Christian and Sean. Sean, sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. Regina. Now remember, I get the energy from the questions. So it's good if you can give me these types of informations, these types of details. Hold on, there's a card in here that shouldn't be in here, so I'm going to pull that one first. Vitality. She is alive and well on the other side. The sun, she will never stop shining. Regina. Oh, she is strong-willed. And she is still strong-willed. Oof. Preparation, yes, she was preparing to make that move. Wow, almost half my cards are fallen over. Yeah, so let me see if we get a message from these. See how many have fallen out. So she was preparing to move, but then something happened that she couldn't control. And then I'm getting this is when she passed, and this was her being made whole when she passed. Where she is now is a place of joy, and she's back in her full power. And she understands the world, and she understands all the things that were difficult in her life, and she hopes that she can bring you some, it says, illumination, some understanding as well. Gratitude. She is so grateful to have had both of you boys. I'm getting you boys. You naughty boys. She's so grateful to have both of you boys in her life. Hope. She hopes that you will remember her as she was. And she had hoped to move closer to you. But you know what? She was close to you in spirit. And now she's with you all the time. And she's so proud of all of your accomplishments. And she doesn't want you to focus on the idea of she was going to move to be closer. And we would have been closer. She can't be any closer to you than she is now. Passion. Love. This looks like a romantic love. It's not. She couldn't love you more than she does now. Both of you. She loves you both. And she's proud of your accomplishments, and she wants you to succeed in life. She wants you to see the beauty you bring to life. And she's been so proud to see your progression. How you've changed and grown. And especially Sean. How you grew from, a child to younger to older. She's just so proud of you. And she knows that she was very welcome when she was going to move closer to you. But it just wasn't on the cards. She's saying it wasn't on the cards. And when it's your time, and it's not going to be your time for decades to come, but when it is your time, Sean, your mum will be there to welcome you. She says she's got some unexpected surprises in line for you during this lifetime that you still have to live. Unexpected and beautiful surprises. And she is there in heaven with all the stars, weaving a beautiful tapestry, a beautiful story, a beautiful possibility for your life. And she's going to surprise you. Magic circle. She thinks you're magic. She thinks you're magic. Magic eggs. She couldn't be more proud of you. You're the creation from her body, and she couldn't be more proud of you. the creation of her life. Being a mother has been the best thing in her life. You are the jewel in her crown. She doesn't want you to be sad that she didn't get to move closer to you, because now she can never be separated from you. She will always be with you. Wow. Sean, Christian, I hope you guys are still listening. What a beautiful, powerful, lovely message from your mother, from Sean's mother. And she's just like, I'm more alive now than I ever was. Don't feel bad. Don't feel sorry. And she just wants you to have joy in your life. And don't think that when you have moments of joy that you're now a bad son because you're not grieving. No. The best way that you can honor her is by living a beautiful and vital life. A life full of vitality. A life full of life, of goodness, of joy, of kindness, of happiness and love. So, wow. Whenever I do a reading, I put the cards back into different places, just so that they can come out where they are meant to come out. It helps them reintegrate for the next energy. She wants you to know, and she knew she was welcome. She knew she was welcome. Don't be stuck on the fact that she didn't get to come and live closer. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, I'm just getting that the card about the eggs. If she's not your biological mother, she couldn't have been more proud than if she was your biological mother, or she might have been your biological mother. Not sure, Sean, about those. Regina. Oh, Regina. That's the crown in her jewels. Regina means queen. And you're the jewel in her crown. They're so clever. Spirits are so clever. So there's definitely confirmation that the message was from your mother. Mads C has asked your question again. Please, guys, please don't ask your question again. It makes it very difficult for me to focus the energy. But you've said in the space of 2 weeks you lost your mum, your sister had a stroke, and your brother got shot in a home invasion. Oh no, Maxie. Maxie, I'm so sorry. All of those things I have read for you already, my lovely. But please come back again next week, and we'll do more about the other things that are going on in your life. And my mother-in-law's just had a stroke a couple of weeks ago, so I understand what you are navigating, and maybe we'll read on your sister or your brother next time. I hope your brother and sister are doing well. Okay, I'm moving on in the questions. Okay, Doodlebird and Silver Team Room. I don't think you have each other's email addresses. I think what I'll do is I'll give you each other's email addresses so that you can have a chat by email as well. Sharon Rose. Hello, Sharon Rose. How are you? Puril Brahmat. Oh, I think I read your name before as Paul Brahmat. Puril. Parul. I think I read your name as Paul. I did a reading for you before. Thank you so much for your super chat, my lovely. And I'm sorry I said your name wrong. Okay. Sharon Rose. Does my beloved Roger have a message for me? Roger. He wants you to have fun. He enjoyed the fun he had with you. Roger. Peace. He wants you to know that he is at peace. The peace that passes all understanding. And he's almost laughing at himself. Transcendence. It's like, you would not believe what it's like here. It's just incredible. Mind-blowing. I wish I'd been more open-minded. Oh, you are his angel. He is your angel. And he gives you courage when things are difficult. Magic. He is the magic in your life. And you are the magic in his, even though he's beyond the veil. Wow. I've never seen this card before in this deck. Wow. Sharon Rose. It's like, wait until you get it. You're never going to believe what it's like. Oh, he loves you. He absolutely loves you. Sharon Rose. Love the Queen. I'm just getting a message from Spirit that I need to just speed up some of my readings here because I'm starting to get a little tired. So my next messages are probably going to be a bit shorter, just so that I can get to everybody. Love the Queen. Hello, how are you? Oh, my sister passed away totally unexpectedly on a holiday in Hong Kong in 2017 while we were together. We brought her home to Australia. How is she doing? Oh, love the Queen. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. What a devastation. She's transcended. She's transcended pain, worry, and she's really sorry that you were left with the drama of having to transport her body back. But she's saying it was her body you transported back, not her. She is always with you. Activation. Activation. She hopes that her death has sparked new life in you. Boundaries. She wants you to be careful of boundaries. She wants you to look after yourself. Okay, sister. We're asking how you are doing. Oh, she's with higher consciousness. She's saying the stars aligned. Everything is so beautiful. She's at peace. Oh, I said peace, and then I turned over the card, and it said peace. Goodness. Goodness. She's happy. She's happy. She's really enjoying her spirit world. She's had time to reflect on the life that she had, and she's just so proud of you. She's just so proud of you. She wants you to live your life to the full. Life force. Use your life force while you have it. And life. Invictus. She wants you to win at life. Aww. Take some rest. Remember she said boundaries at the beginning? And she wants you to have some rest. This card, fertility, jumped out earlier. I thought it wasn't part of this reading, but it's come out twice, and then this card with a mother and daughter came out. So I don't know what that means for your situation, but I get that she's watching over you almost like a mother. I don't know if you have children or if you plan to have children. You will know what this means. And then again, she's got the message of boundaries. Look after yourself. Look after yourself. Don't do too much for others. You need to preserve your life force energy. Yes, it's good to help. It's good to be kind, but don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Remember. And also set boundaries with yourself, what you will allow in your life. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, also, you did the best you could for her, and it was nothing to do with your fault that she passed away. And don't feel bad that it happened when the two of you were together on holiday. There would be a reason behind that. To spare others of the pain of being with her when she passed. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the reason is. That almost sounds like another reading needs to be done on that. Love the Queen. So she's fine. She's worried about you. She wants you to set some boundaries. Kristen O'Neill, thank you for the super chat. That's where I'm up to in the chat. Is that so? Says, thank you, Rainbow Pyramid. I miss my pop, who cares very much about his family. That is the second time you have shown me an eagle card. I feel headed in the right direction. Peace for you, Rainbow. Oh, thank you so much. Is that so? Thank you so much. Betsy says, thank you so much, Rainbow, for the message from my mum. I miss her so much. Love and light. Oh, I'm sure you do, Madsy. My absolute pleasure. And remember, I'm the conduit. It's your mum who's here giving you the messages. Kerry Channel says, that was so beautiful, thank you. Yes, I feel Maureen is guiding me from heaven. She always is. I'm always getting like it's a too naughty. It's almost like a twin energy. Two naughty little girls. Kristen O'Neill says, I tried to add my question to the super chat but messed it up. So I'm happy it gave you a boost in your energy. There are no there are no accidents, Kristen, and it was probably spirit going, hey, you need to keep it up. Don't flag yet. Let's see. Andrea 54 Hector says, spiritual family, can you please pray for my family? We just lost our fur baby, Black Lab Shadow, of 16 years old, on late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Oh, well, you're in our prayers, Andrea. We will, of course, all pray for you. And come back in a couple of weeks' time, maybe, and ask me to do a reading for you and Shadow. Okay, now, my chat has jumped forward. What happened? What happened? My chat has jumped. Okay, I'm back to eat heavenly cupcakes. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Lisa Bishop says a video would be fantastic. I think that's the video about how to recognize when our loved ones are around. Let me pop that in my book. This is when I'm meditating. I do automatic writing at the same time, and if I don't write this down, I'm going to forget. So video. How to know when loved ones are around. Thank you, Lisa Bishop, for answering that question, because I already forgot that I asked the question. So I'm having a bit of a problem with my memory at the moment. I'm finding it very difficult to remember things. Okay. Andrea 54 Hector, may I have a channel message from my father Hector about what his brother and sister did to my daughter and me when he passed away in 2019. That sounds more like something that I'm going to need to do in a private reading. I thought I'd actually done a message for you. I can't remember. I'll pull a couple of cards. Message from Hector about what his brother and sister did to my daughter and me when he passed away in 2019. I'm just the energy I'm getting from that question is I'm getting your energy of frustration, anger, resentment, upset. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get. Okay, let me pull a couple of cards. I don't know. I need to remember to write down people's names when I do readings for them, so that I know who I've read for. Illumination. Firstly, he knows what happened. Purpose. There was a purpose to what happened. And he's here to protect you. He's here to protect you on the higher plane at a soul and spiritual level. But if you're looking for somebody to be judgmental, he's not judging anybody. Andrea 54 Hector. He doesn't judge people, but he protects you in the spiritual realm. Sorry, I'm just getting very yucky energy about that question. That's maybe something we need to do a private reading on. You can do a reading on a let me just see if I'm getting any more from that. Yeah, I'm getting very much. Let me pull cards and see what they say. Growth. It is an opportunity for you to grow. It's just one of life's experiences. One of life's experiences. And you can choose to either grow or not from the experience. And there's your father, from the spiritual realm. See there? He can see what happened, but he doesn't judge. He is interested in how you respond to the situation. Protection. Yeah, see, there was that protection card from the other deck, and now it's come up again. So in spirit, he's protecting you from a spirit or soul level, but he doesn't judge what others did, but he knows that it can be used to give you courage and to expand your soul, your spirit. I hope that answers that, Andrea Hector. Go back and listen to that again if you don't get much from it. Yeah, and I get that he wants one more card for you. This is a surrender deck. Okay, sorry, Andrea. I said I wasn't going to read that now, but it's come through. Surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to center. So don't make what happened mean anything about you. What other people did is their business. If it affected you negatively, take that deep breath and know that your father Hector is always with you and protecting you spiritually in the spiritual realm. And sometimes we have to go through difficult things. He's saying, see this as a new beginning. See this as a new beginning. And the possibilities that will happen in your life. And have gratitude for the lessons that are to be learnt in this situation, and gratitude for the people in your family that you have in your life that love and respect you. Okay. Doodlebird is saying, well, there's a lot to do with those two. Spot on. Eat Heavenly Cupcakes Forever says, I and my boys miss him and love him so much. Please let him know we love him so much. Oh, Heavenly, he knows that, my love. He knows that, and you can tell him any time, and I have told him that in the reading as well. Heavenly misses you, but you can tell him that any time. And it's fine to be telling somebody that you miss them, and it's fine for your children to see you grieving. You know, sometimes when I talk about my dad, I can be laughing and lighthearted, and sometimes I get teary, and that's okay. We miss them because we love them. Holly Atkinson. Hello, Holly. How are you? Thank you for joining us here. Holly says, my passed on mom visited me in a dream and cried she had to go back. Is she at peace? Okay, Holly. Good question. Good question. Your mom visited you in a dream and cried because she had to go back. Is she at peace? Possibility. Possibility. Let's see what else that card has to tell us. Possibility. Cycles. She knows that it was cycles of life. She knows that it was her time to go. But she's so proud of you. You are her biggest accomplishment. And the reason why she cried about going back is that she misses you. She misses you here in the physical. Fertility. You're as close as a person can be to one another. Mum and daughter. You are an extension of her. And she wished she had more time on this earth with you. Okay, Holly's mum, how are you doing now? Oh, she stepped into her power. How are you doing now? How are you doing now? Let's see. Let's try this other deck. How are you doing now? How are you doing now? How are you doing now? Okay, let me just give me a second. Honey, go. Honey, go. Honey. 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 She doesn't want to. No, she doesn't want to. Just close the door, thanks. Sorry, I had somebody disrupting me. Holly's mum. Holly's mum. How are you doing now? Freedom. She is free and she is your stability. She wants to be your stability. She stepped into her power and freedom. Did we? Look at that. Power. Power. As a soul, she's powerful. Queen of the sun. Power. And she's free. Yeah, she just cried because she's missing you. It's just like we grieving our loved ones that have passed on. She's just grieving that she can't be with you anymore. But she can't wait to see your growth. She can't wait to see the adventures that you will have. And look, there she is in spirit watching you. And the truth is, she loves you as much as she always did. She wished she could have more time with you. But remember, she's always the light in your life. Oh, communication. Talk to her always. Talk to her always. Yeah, she misses you. It's just, you know, souls can be sad. She wishes she had more time with you here on this earth. But she is with you always. And she says you've got decades and decades yet to go before you see her in the spirit world. And when you do, she'll be there waiting for you. It'll be like a birthday in a way. She'll be there waiting and celebrating for you. Don't rush. No rush. Yeah, she just loves you. And she's at peace and she's in power. She got that power card. Let me see. Sorry, I just got to go back to my chat to see. Okay, next time I do a reading, can everybody just remind me to have a pen and notepad to write down who I've done for? Otherwise it gets a little confusing. Especially if people are asking more than one question. Because I don't want to miss anybody, but then I don't want to answer two. Okay, because when I read, I'm almost in a trance, so I can't actually remember. Okay, I'm just looking through the chat. And if I miss you, sometimes it's for a reason. I think I'm just going to have a rule, no repeating questions. because if I skip over your question, it's for a reason. It's not the day that it's meant to be read, and those that you've asked about are not wanting it to be read on that day, and you'll get a better reading on a different day. I think that's how I'm going to do it in future. Purell, but I thought I've read for you before. I can't remember. Oh, you're saying, sorry for not asking with details on the first question above. Yeah, I'm not going to read for you again, Purell. Please come back on another day and ask with those details. So it's your responsibility to ask the question that you want actually answered. I don't have energy to answer more than one question from a person. And if you desperately want those answers, I do private readings. Okay, so I welcome you to book for a private reading. And I also do it on a donations basis, so it doesn't have to cost you too much. Kristen O'Neill says, thank you so much. He and I had hard times and married others, but less than a year before he died, he had called me to apologize to how he had treated me. You're amazing. You also did my Uncle Bruce. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, Carol, I didn't skip you. I didn't skip you. I was just answering the questions in the order that it was asked. I remember now, your mother, Jaya, passed. Because I'm all asked, read the questions in the order in which they asked. If you ask a second time, I may already have answered your first one. But I do appreciate your super chat, Carol. I do appreciate your super chat. That's very kind. Very, very kind. Doo-doo. Good night. Gaze Insights. Any messages from my mum or dad? Gaze Insights. Gaze Insights. Messages from your mum or dad. Gaze Insights. Mum or dad. Oh, gratitude. They're just so grateful for you. They're just so grateful for you. Action. You said there's too much family drama. You might need to take action. You might need to move away from the drama. Just be kind and compassionate. Renewal. Take some time to renew your strength. And look at you. They're so proud of you. They love you so much. Look, you've got resilience to overcome whatever drama there is, and progression. You will move past and through this. And look at that. They're always in the spiritual realm protecting you. And their desire is for you to have peace. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for asking the question. Gaze Insights. So beautiful. Iola Zhang. Hello. Hello. Iola says, how are you? I want to wish you and your family and everyone a happy new year. Would you check if any message from my beloved late husband, Jacques Daniel Labelle. Oh, Iola, what a beautiful name your late husband had. I suppose he still has it. Jacques Daniel Labelle. Renewal. You might need to be taking a little break, Iola. Are you overdoing things? Oh, he's got some unexpected and amazing surprises in store for you. He's still around you. You can always call on him when things are tough. He is your guide and your protector. Wow, Iola, beautiful, beautiful. Eat Heavenly Cupcakes. Thank you so much for another super chat. Wow, that's very kind. Iola now asks, would he watch over me for my next surgery from breast cancer? Of course, of course. He's always watching over you. He gave me the protection card before I even before I even ask that question, Iola. And we will pray for you, for your surgery. And yes, and what he will do is he's not only going to be looking after you, but he's going to be looking after the surgeons. He's going to be guiding their hands. He's going to be communicating with them. You better look after my lady. And he's going to give you courage. He's going to give you courage. Wow, Iola. Wow. And look there, the spear. That's like a surgeon's scalpel. The surgeons will be following him. He will make sure that the surgeons are well rested the night before, that all the staff are well rested, and that when the surgeon wields the scalpel, that they will do their absolute best for you. Wow, Iola, amazing. Olivia, thank you for reading. Was wondering if there were any messages from my late friends Marcus or Cameron. Let's have a look, Olivia. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Remember, everybody, just answer the question. Ask the question one time. If you repeat the message, if you repeat your questions, I get very confused. Olivia. And for those who are not asking repeatedly, I really appreciate you and I thank you. And if you've asked your question more than once, please go now and delete it. Welcome, Cameron and Marcus are saying to Olivia, welcome to this message we have for you. Ooh, set boundaries, look after yourself, Olivia. Don't overextend yourself. And they love you. Not necessarily romantic love, but they love you. Ideas. Ooh, they're putting some good ideas in your mind. Oh, you are going to live to a ripe old age, and they can't wait to see what you do and how you live. And they will always be your faithful companions, like this puppy dog here. Take action when you need to. And know that your life is full of hope for all the best. For all the best outcomes. Wow. There we go. Marcus and Cameron for Olivia. Thank you so much. Beth Mo MacGyver. Hello, Beth. How are you? Sharon Rose. Thank you, RP. I was his angel. Roger always called me Angel Face. Oh. And this is why, thank you so much for putting that in the chat, Sharon. They are so clever, and they will select cards that can communicate to you about things that only you know, that I don't understand. There we go. Angel Face. Oh, Sharon, how beautiful. How beautiful. Okay. Love the Queen says, thank you for that reading. My mother passed away 30 years earlier. Oh, thank you, Love the Queen. Christian Sean Stone Garrett, thank you for the right on word. Blessings from my spouse. Oh, thank you, Christian. Really appreciate you, and sending blessings to you and to Sean. SM1, I'm wondering about my father. He committed suicide in 1987. We were on good terms. Does he have any messages? SM1, firstly, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. My husband's grandfather committed suicide. I'm so sorry. His first message, your first message from your father, is that he is so grateful that you are his son. He's also so grateful for the time that he had together with you. This is a message of love. He always has and always will love you. His suicide did not have anything to do with a lack of love for you. It was just time for him to have a new beginning. Yeah, he regrets the action that he took. If he could take it back, he would. But he can't. Unexpected. He's got some unexpected surprises, good surprises in store for you in your life. Courage. When things are difficult in your life, Call on him and he will help you have courage in the way that he didn't have courage when he was here. Love. Remember that first love card? His love for you knows no bounds. Please, please always know that what he did was from an unbalanced mind, and it does not mean that he had a lack of love for you. It just meant that there was a problem in the way that he was thinking, in the way that he was coping, in the way that he was problem solving. His love for you remains always, and he wishes he'd had the flexibility to deal with the issues that were going on with him at that time. And he wants you to see life as an adventure. But remember, in the still quiet times, that he is always there with you. And he wants this deck here. His biggest message to you is sorry. Hydrate. He wishes he had had time to hydrate, to heal his soul, to think more flexibly about his problems. He wishes that he had time to be on this earth and reawaken. He wishes he had left it. If he had just left it one more day, he wouldn't have done what he did. He wouldn't have done what he did. He also wants you to know that he's always going to be your strength. So look at this. He really, really wants you to get this. He wants you to be more flexibly minded than he was. Strength, the tiger and the tiger. Courage. When you hit a problem in your life, he wants you to have more courage than he did. Ask him, and he will give you strength, and he will show you how to deal with difficulties in your life in the way he wishes he had been able to do in his life. Wow. And overall, he just wants you to know the most important thing. Love. Love. He loves you beyond measure. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's SM1. That's for you, SM1. The strength of his love's just taking my breath away. Taking my breath away. Yeah. And tigers are his totem to you. When you see tigers, you see it in a movie, you see it in an advert, you see it wherever you see tigers, that will remind you of him and the strength of his love for you. There's nothing much stronger than a tiger, is there? Just remember how much he loved you and still loves you. Wow, SM1, thank you very much for trusting me. Thank you very much for trusting me with that question. Love the Queen 53 says, I would like to think that she, my mum, and my dad who passed away last year at 99 years old, that they are all together and understand about me looking after myself. I had a heart attack last year. This is your mum. She was patiently waiting for your dad. And now they're on the other side, having a great adventure. And they're so happy to be back together. Love the Queen? She's like, come on! But on the other side, time actually passes in a flash. But she's been waiting for him. And now they're on their spiritual adventure together. And they couldn't be happier. They really, really are happy. So, love the Queen. Nice. Silver Moon Tea Room has just reminded me that I've been on for more than 3 hours. Wow, have I? Okay. Three and a half now. I'm going to end quite soon. I'm going to speed up the final readings. Eat Heavenly, thank you so much for your lovely super chat. Cynthia says, Rainbow Pyramid, thank you for doing these readings. Absolute pleasure, Cynthia, and I hope that you ask a question next time. Eat Heavenly, you answered all my questions. I just sent you another super. Yes, thank you very, very much. You're wonderful. Cynthia, my brother Rob passed away suddenly 14 years ago. Can you get a message from him? I'm sure I can, Cynthia. I'm sure I can. Flexibility. He's saying, hey, sister, don't get so stressed. Go with the flow. Your strength is in your flexibility. Magic. Ho ho, believe in magic. And he's always on the other side to protect you. Stability. He's your rock and your compass. When you look up at the stars at night, higher consciousness, he is there and he will help and guide you. And look, you've got so many adventures still to go, but he's there in spirit with you always. Okay, guys, I'm going to be speeding up the messages now because I've been on for 3.5 hours and I need to look after myself and my own energy and my own health as well. Please do not repeat any messages. If you have repeated messages, please can you go and delete the repeated messages. If I do not read on your message, it's because it's not the right time. Okay. Elvia Lopez, what does my husband want to say to me? He passed 6 years ago. Oh, Elvia, I'm sorry about your loss. Wow. Set boundaries. And he is your angel and you are his angel. He is always there to protect you. And if you set boundaries and you believe in magic and you believe in angels, you will feel closer to him. And one of these. No, one of these. Elvia. Authenticity. Love yourself and step into your uniqueness. And look at that, protection. He is with you. He's with you always, protecting you, protecting you. Wow. That is wonderful, Elvia. Okay. What else have we got? Thanks, Silver Moon. I will be quick with the rest and I will end very soon. Oh, I might be at the end. I might be at the end. Yes, no more questions. No more questions. But I am going to read the rest of the chat. Olivia says, thank you very much. Yes, anybody that I missed, can you ask me next time? Irene says, clarification. In my reading, you stated you were concerned about me having to prepare for something in the future. Therefore, I stated that I was also left concerned. I don't know about me being concerned. It's more encouraging you, Irene, to prepare. My readings are never to create concern for you. So, yeah, it's about encouraging you to prepare for adventure. Okay. SM1, thank you. Rainbow, yes, his mind was unbalanced. He was a troubled man with a difficult background. We didn't get on, and I've never tried to contact him before. Oh, thank you. Oh, SM1. Yeah, it's not you. It's like that old saying. It's not you, it's me. But it truly wasn't you. It truly was him. And he just wishes that he could have expressed his love for you when he was here. Okay. Alrighty. I know that I said that was it, but I'm going to do Margie M, and that's going to be it. Silver Moon, can you put a message on the chat to say no more? I'm going to do Margie M. Anybody listening, just put a message in the chat to say no more questions. Margie M, hello my lovely. Margie M. Check on my mom, she has dementia and can't communicate. Margie M. Margie M. Uncover. Answers, discover answers. Integrity. Okay. I'm getting almost that in her mind mentally she's reliving her past. She's reliving good things of her past. Look at that. Yes. She is currently receiving healing, cleansing, purifying, dissolving the difficulties in her past, the past regrets that she had. She's working through them and she's receiving healing. Wow. Wow. Mystery, revelation, discovery. She's partly in the spiritual plane. She's partly in the spiritual plane. She's living between two worlds. And look at that. Her mind is expanding. Echoes of the past. She's seeing the past. She's understanding the past. Oh, she's starting to get a deeper understanding. So although she's not able to communicate with you, she has this heightened level of understanding. And even though her physical body doesn't appear to be able to understand what you're saying to her, her spirit knows. Her spirit knows. So never give up on communicating with her. Let's see. Margie M. Margie M. Margie M's mum. Mental health. She's aware that she's not able to communicate like she was. But if you see these little orbs, spirits, she's having spiritual communication. She's having spiritual communication. Ideas. Look at all these orbs around her, all these spirits around her. And she feels in her heart that that's her glowing life force in her gut. Preparation. They're preparing her for the cycle of life, for the end when it comes, and it's just the natural progression. And when her time is ready, she will be well prepared. Also, with the cycles and the progressions, I would encourage you to say to her, when you're alone with her, not when there are other people, because other people might not understand, but when you're alone with her, you can say to her, Mom, I love you very much, and I always want you in my life, but when it's your time to go, please don't feel like you have to stay here on our account. I set you free, and I encourage you to progress. And let go when you are ready. When you are ready. You are her greatest accomplishment. As much as you love her, she loves you. And she wants you to have a good life. Wow, Margie. Oh, Margie M. Thank you very much for your super chat. That's very kind of you. Thanks, Silver Moon. No more questions. Bring your questions next week. We'll do the same time next week. I'll set the thing, and I'll be more reliable. But now, before we go, I just want to do a quick read for all of us for the week. Wow, Margie M, your mum is a wonderful person. Your mum is a wonderful person. Okay. surrender. Let's ask Spirit, what do we have to surrender this week? Surrender means let go of, not focus on. Don't let it bug you. Don't let it grow in your mind. Spirit, what do we have to surrender this week? Now, remember, strive to thrive in 2025. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. And one more. Flying broom. I can let go of my mistakes. So don't live in the past. Let go of what's gone on in the past. See how you can improve, how you can... when people talk about learning from things, it's more about the spiritual learning. It's about being a kinder person, being more loving, being more patient. That kind of a growth. So when you've gone through a difficult time, like a parent with dementia, or my dad had motor neurons disease, and it's terrible, absolutely terrible to go through. But I tell you what, I can understand more about other people who are going through similar things. Now that we saw how ill my mother-in-law really is after her stroke, and how little she understands, we can learn from that and be more compassionate and more understanding and kinder and more patient. And in the past, we may have been impatient with her, and we can forgive ourselves for that and go, look, we didn't know. We did the best we knew how, and when you know better, you do better. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your thank yous, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much. And may the angels walk with you wherever you go.